into where we left off. Just as a quick reminder, we're gonna start implementing the actual canon rules for multiple attacks from now on, which is attacks coming from different sources are going to take place simultaneously. So, for instance, Bear has Claw Bite attack options, so they will occur all at the same time, rather than 3 different attacks on the turn order tracker.
It's like we've got everybody.
So the only time you'll have more than one attack on the turn order tracker is if you have true multiple attacks, such as from a bow, or if you're a fighter that has
high level fighter,
yeah. Don't even need. You could be a level 1 fighter and still have multiple attacks, though. So, but things like darts. So for Alfarius's darts, you'll have 3 turns on the turn order tracker because it's actually 3 attacks from the same source.
From the same weapon, really, is the main difference.
Yeah. And we'll jump right back into where we left off last week, which is at approximately it is 6:52 in the morning on November 13th, 10 AE5. And you had just finished off the last Froghemoth outside of Gronar. And it is Saria's turn.
I thought we were... Oh, wait. Oh, we set up a full turn order.
And by the way, we are all the way to the right of the map.
Excuse me.
By the way, Josh,
Yeah.
do we get attendance XP this time?
Yes. So everyone, I guess everybody except for Varen, go ahead and add
here.
200.
James is here.
James, are you there?
That's why I waited.
James, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Hey, how's it
I
going?
even said looks like everybody's here, and he.
So,
was
yeah, even you. Go ahead
guess
and
you're
add
30 seconds
200
late when you
points.
get to start. And a bunch of people level up, huh?
Yeah, if you ding,
Yeah.
we're gonna take care of your ding
Bunch.
after the session. If you ding, so yeah, just go ahead and add that 200 points. And then, so what is Saria doing?
Okay. We're out of combat, right? So it's
Yeah.
my whole group, right? Okay. So I wanted to clarify because
Yeah, that's why there's no combat music or anything like that going on.
I don't listen to music, so that doesn't cue me in. Okay, well, my people are actually all in a group already, so that's kind of convenient. About the only thing I got right now is Noah going up and retrieving his spear. Other than that, waiting for everybody else to gather together so we can discuss what's next.
Okay. Now we have Thrashim.
Alright, so my guys are just gonna try to hoof it to catch up with everybody else. And that's pretty much it. I'm way the fuck back here.
Okay. And
Am I going diagonal?
Varen.
Oh, it's a dwarf legs arm. Yeah, at this point, with the last Froghemoth probably dead, I'll start to land. Can I do that during my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll glide down and land. Well, I think we just severely reduced the froghemoth population.
Hopefully we did that severely.
Not enough.
But I have no idea how they reproduce.
Hopefully asexually. We don't want to think about that.
Ribbit, ribbit.
But we still do know that there are at least 6 more in the swamps.
At least.
Yeah,
And all
there
those
shouldn't
egg
be
sacs,
either.
which I know Thraskum was working on destroying, but we might want to make sure there aren't more of them.
Yeah, it's a good idea to have a quick scan around the city again. And also it will be a good idea to inform the people in the bunkers that it seems that the place is safe now to come out.
Yes, definitely.
And sorry if you can convey that to your sister as well. That would be helpful.
I need some time to rest first.
Okay.
Unless the Zero just wants to make a wormhole for us once we gather together to head back to the encampment.
Let's see here. That should be easy enough to do. I still have more than half of my energies left.
Okay, and Calamar.
So Calamar is gonna trot up here next to, where is he? There he is. Start trotting up next to Olivia. So, I can move 80, right? No, 120. And when he gets up next to Olivia, he's going to kind of clap him on the back and say, "Good job, buddy. Boy, you really killed that last one, huh? Nice shot." And Olivia is going to be like, just knowing there are more anywhere is it just boils my blood. And so we'll just wait right here for everybody else. I'm done.
But yes,
Boiled
for
blood
the time
smells
being,
rather
we've got
foul.
them. Yes!
What?
Varen was saying.
Yes, and boiled blood smells rather foul.
Yeah, so do froghemoths.
I don't know, they're in the water a lot. They probably bathe often.
A fair point. Yes, but I do not believe they use soap.
And Alfarius.
So double movement. I'm running, so 240 feet. Wow.
Can I have an intelligence check from Alfarius?
That's out of character. Saying.
Can I have
I
an
can
intelligence
move
check?
200.
Intelligence check
Okay.
from Alfarius, please.
Okay. I need to drag over my token and. $19.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Nope.
Yeah, you're just like, nope. Okay, go ahead.
He's entranced by the
60.
backside of my mule.
It is a very fine mule.
Yeah, I can get over it.
Yes, man.
I got over to everyone with that. And I'm going to say, so is that the last of them, or are there more of these creatures?
Well, you know, if the fucking people were right and there was 8 of them, we've killed 8 of them. But, you know. And we've been on all 4 sides, mostly. So, should be all of them.
I've never even heard of a frog this large.
Well, we've seen one that's even fucking bigger, and it threw fireballs.
I'm sorry, what?
Consider yourself lucky.
Oh, well, it was a god, actually. At least it's his avatar.
No, gods are beautiful.
You must be insane.
Not all gods.
Let me tell you something. Not even all the good aligned gods are beautiful.
It's true.
Mm.
Not all gods are beautiful. Some of them are hideous and spidery.
Well, where I'm from, they are.
So then I guess the people of the city could return. Seems rather simple. Although this place is surrounded by a swamp.
And Anatar.
Well, I'm trying to get out of the ice. You said this double move in the ice? To be safe?
Yeah, to be safe, yeah.
Okay, still. Iris here easily. Saria, do you remember where the bunker inside the city was? It's your city. I don't actually remember.
I know how to get there
it's
from the
around the
sewers.
corner. Some of the buildings just the other side of the wall here, actually.
Nice. Then it would be easy to inform those people.
Mm-hmm. If, Varen, you could fly on up and open the gatehouse here, on the east side here. It would save, having to have Gomeljack or Calamar climb the wall to get to it, to open it up for us.
That definitely sounds like a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, do we know if there's anything inside, or is it only these creatures outside?
Well, when we were in there earlier, there wasn't a fucking thing anywhere. It was really boring, but...
There's a whole bunch of booths and stuff out there. Stalls and gifts and a bathhouse.
Yeah, they seem to have a rather large supply of arrows too, just lying around.
Not anymore.
Probably
It
not.
probably wasn't important to the inhabitants.
Okay, 653. Kalmar's exhaustion goes down by 1 more round, and it's Jessie's turn. I almost said Jessie.
So my I guess I'm gonna wait here and figure out what everybody's doing.
Okay. Saria. Elena, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Okay, Oh yeah. Okay, Gomeljack's going down to retrieve his other spear he threw. On the second floor came with.
Does
She did actually feel close to him that time.
Does Gomeljack still have a normal-sized spear?
Yes, he has 2 giant kin spears and the human-sized long spear, the magic, the +1.
Oh, okay. So I remember him grabbing a spear from the Bullywug boss about 3 days ago in game. I can't remember if he gave it back.
Yep, that's actually in tied to Saria's Saddleback,
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
which is back in Enervia City at the moment,
Okay.
because it didn't get identified yet.
Yeah. Okie doke.
I remember we detected magic on it at least, but
Yeah.
it was like dim or something. So
Sari's gonna head back up next to the gate, and Baron said he was gonna open it up so she can go in and tell people in the bunker that they can come out.
Okay.
She's just waiting for that.
Thrash him.
just moving down further. Meet everybody up at the gate.
Okay, and Varen. So, before you, Varen, you see a large barbican. So it has 2 towers going up on either side of a gate that slides up and down, and then there's a drawbridge that has been pulled all the way up and is essentially parallel to the wall right now. And you can see that normally it extends across this moat to the trail on the other side. But there is like a way, like you could just kind of climb up on top of the bridge from the grass and go in without any problems. So I'm not even going to require a check.
Or I could just, fly up there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like the bridge is designed to go across the moat from the barbican or whatever, and on the level above the street, you can see a basically a bridge, like a sky bridge type of thing, going between the 2 towers, and you can see murder holes from the outside poking through. Like where archers can stand to shoot out. So it looks like there's something on the other side of that wall, directly above the bridge.
Alright, no problem. Gotta get going. Going to, while I'm moving, ascend to a height of... How tall are the towers again?
The towers themselves are 90 feet tall. But the barbican is only 30 feet above the ground.
Okay, I'll go up to a speed of 50 feet. Height 50 feet. And then kind of just here, take my 190-degree turn and get over the barbican and into the town proper.
Okay.
Salmajak calls after him as he's taking off to do that, and says,
"There's access on top of the wall to the gate mechanism."
So you're able to fly over the barbican between the 2 towers. And from the backside, you can see that essentially the guards have a walk all the way through from one wall to the other. So they can just walk straight through along the barbican. And on the inside of the barbican, it's open from this side. And you can see that there is a gate mechanism that looks like kind of like the Wheel of Pain from Conan the Barbarian. It's like this big
it's
wheel.
a winch.
Yes, yeah, it's a big wheel that spins parallel to the ground, and it has handles coming off of it, probably about 5 feet long, and there's room for 5 men to get in between the handles and turn the winch essentially. And there's a locking mechanism against the wall where there's like some gears, and there's this a bit of metal attached to a lever that slams down in between the teeth of some gears whenever someone lets go of the wheel.
Okay, I'm gonna move towards the winch.
Okay. So you
I got like a bit of movement left, so it's right here.
Yeah. I'll give you... No, it's over here. But I'll give you a dex check to be able to basically land on the roof of the barbican and then hold on to the edge of it with your hands and just, like, swing down into it. You can pass a dex check. Because you've already made one turn.
Alright, made a turn. Alright, no problem.
You're just gonna do like a little parkour thing.
Yeah.
Oh, this might be very embarrassing though, because Baron's dex is not that amazing.
On the bright side, if you face
He just slams into the wall and makes a strength check to break through it instead.
Eh. Here's the thing though, none of you are going to see it.
Yes. If you face plant, nobody's around.
They might hear it. Oh, okay, so...
Just barely, too.
Yeah, you go to, like, deftly, you know, slide into the barbican from the roof. And you kind of slip. But I'll give you a second dex check to catch air with your wings to glide safely to the ground. Without taking damage.
So my luck holds up then.
It is 30 feet.
I made that one at least.
Yeah, you're able to like do sort of like a twisting like swan dive, like you know those high divers, how they do that twisting shit before they hit the surface. You do one of those, like you grab onto the edge of the roof to swing into the barbican, and you like lose your grip, and you know you're like tumbling midair. And then you do like an about face in midair and spread your wings and glide safely to the ground right here. But you can still see it from this side. Okay.
Alright, no problem.
Yep.
Burns like I meant to do that.
Yeah.
Yep, I'll start turning it on my next turn.
Okay, Calamar.
If nobody saw you do it, it didn't happen, so it's totally fine.
Yeah. He saved himself, so like you didn't even hear it. It's just
you can't even hear him fall and say, "Ow, my leg!"
Yeah.
So Calamar and Olivia start heading up toward the gate, so we'll be ready to go in when it comes down. And as they're going, Calamar's gonna chat with Olivia and say, "Bet you're feeling a lot better, huh? Now that you killed all the frog humans and stuff." And he's like, "No, but I know there are more. We need to go back to the swamp and eliminate that infestation as well." Calamar's like, "Well, you should probably apologize to Saria, because you were kind of ugly to her. She was just trying to help, and you got, like, insulting and stuff. And she's our friend." Olivia's like, "Well, she shouldn't have interfered in something she didn't understand." Calamar just and drops it. We're done.
Illuvio also mentioned something about...
Those frog creatures killed my beloved. She'll never understand.
Exactly.
Okay. Alfarius.
Okay then. So there is a bunker inside of this town?
Yeah, that's where the townspeople hit up when the froghemoths and the undead started coming.
Huh.
But a lot of them aren't in there. I think a lot of them ran away. Maybe. I know that's what Saria's family did. Saria's family's from here. This is where Saria lived before she, joined up with Thrasher.
Yeah, from what I understand, a bunch of them hid in the bunker at first, but after the initial attack, most of them left. There's only a handful still in there earlier when we were in there the other day.
I see. So I'm guessing you also know who's in it. Is it just basically anyone who was able to get to the bunker, or was it like specific people?
They had several bunkers from several houses, so it was like basically the whole village was in there that survived anyway. And then most of them left to the farm fields, like a mile out of town or so. And only like a handful of like the council and some adventurers and stuff were still in there when we were in there last.
Okay. And I guess that's going to be my turn as I go and deal with the dog. Perfect timing.
Saria's dad raises puppies.
Yes, well, I live in a house with a bunch of puppies. It's slightly different.
There's a difference between seeing puppies and living with puppies.
Yeah, very much so.
They're cute
Especially-
in small bursts.
Especially when the puppy you just heard is actually 7 years old and is about the size of, I don't know, a tiny, like miniature pincher sized dog.
And Anatar.
I'm moving upwards towards the gate
Okay.
and just waiting, nothing more.
Alright, it's 6:54. Calamar's exhaustion is getting a little better now. You're almost not exhausted anymore. And Jezzy's turn. So you just saw, I guess you're 70 feet? You're 70 feet in the air. So you saw that whole thing that Baron did, okay? So you saw him kind of like fly down this way, right? And then he did a 90-degree left, and he flew over the Barbican, and you saw him do this midair like somersaulting, tucking his wings in, and try to grab the edge of the roof to swing into the Barbican, right? And then he just missed, right? So it looked like he was doing a swan dive with his wings tucked in. And then you heard from the other side like that. What's that noise when a parachute opens in the movies? There's that.
Oh yeah, you hear that?
You know, that sound when fabric catches air. That's what you heard from the other side of the building, and then nothing, just silence.
So since I'm 7 up, I'm gonna fly my 12 squares over, right?
Yeah, you can actually fly 24, and then if you want to increase your movement, you can by diving. Diving, you have to move in a straight line, though.
Here? 8. And he's over in here, 'cause I...
Oh no, he's over this way.
Yeah. And 11...
Oh wow, did you just pass through a light wall?
It's going all trippy.
I think she passed through the arrow slits you can see through.
Oh, the arrow slit, okay.
Yeah. That was
She's
12. 3, 4... Maybe, I think. It's hard to see a black line.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna sort of utter here.
Yeah.
Be like, are you okay?
James?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, so Jezzy flies over the Barbican as well, and she's looking down at you, and she says, "Are you okay?"
I'm fine. Slipped a bit, but I caught myself.
That was
If you notice, he looks no worse for wear.
I would have been stuck to the side of the wall.
And Saria.
Okay. Now Gomajak's got his other spear. He's heading back up. Not hearing anything from the gate mechanism yet, right?
Right, yeah, you saw Jezzy fly over momentarily, but it seems like she's hovering there 70 feet in the air between the two towers on the other side. I guess you'd be able to hear her little wings going bzzz.
Stealthy.
He hollers out.
Ben, you need help? The gate was kind of heavy.
James, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, so you hear Gomaljak from the other side of the wall saying, "Baron, do you need help? The gate was kind of heavy."
I'll know in a second.
Okay, he's gonna start climbing the wall.
Okay. Let's see. I think the wall is counts as half move. So two squares per. Well, 4 squares of movement per 10 feet of height. Did we?
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't have a half move left to start climbing this round.
Okay.
So I guess for now he's inspecting where he wants to climb.
Okay. Well, it's not a half move to get up the wall. It's just that each 10 feet of climb counts as 20 feet of movement.
Plus, you're out of combat. Doesn't Gumblejack have a really good movement? It's only like a half move to get to where you're at.
Yeah, you should be able to move, like, really, really far.
Yeah, well, he's at 36. He used 23 to get where he is.
Okay.
So you can get up. I'm pretty sure you can get up the wall with what you got left, because it's only a 20-foot wall, right?
It's a 30-foot wall.
So you get like halfway up, maybe.
Yeah, the surface is smooth with cracks, so.
He would actually still have enough movement left if he started climbing right away.
Yep.
To make it to the top of the wall this round.
Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so that's just gonna be base climbing chance. So you make it up the wall. Okay, so you get on top of the wall, and to your right, you're able to see a door that has been left open into the tower next to you, essentially leading into the tower, and then through it you can see some stairs in the center of the tower.
Right. Yeah, I was just trying to remember what it looked like on the other side of the city.
Yeah. So that's the end of Gumblejack's movement?
He's got 5 feet of movement left, so
Okay.
can he get on the other side of
Yeah.
also I can actually see what's going on there?
Yeah, he gets into that much of the tower there. I guess it would be right about there.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
And
so I can
then
actually see the wall part.
yeah. Anything else from Saria's group?
Just waiting till she can get in there to go into the bunker and let people know.
Thrasham and Company?
Just waiting.
Okay.
But Thrasham will pipe up. Is anybody injured while we're waiting?
Olivia says, I've got a little scratch.
Alright. So, I guess Thrasham will walk over to him and heal him next round.
Okay. Varen. So you can see, I guess Jezzy, and maybe you heard some scratching coming from the tower to the south momentarily, and then you heard like the thudding of rather large footsteps, moving into into the tower.
Yep, that's Gumblejack. So yeah, I'll walk over to the these guys. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna head here. Oh, never mind, they're not there. Alright, I'll attempt to turn the winch.
Okay. So you're able to from this distance fly up into the Barbican and start turning the winch. So I guess
Strength check.
Well, it's dropping it. It's usually easier than raising it.
It should be, yeah.
So you notice that as you try to turn the winch, there's actually that lever is blocking the winch from turning in the direction you need to turn it to lower the bridge.
Okay, I'll remove. Alright, so if it's a lever, so like, is it like jamming in there and stopping it from turning, or can I just pull it then let it drop?
You notice that you have to basically raise the bridge slightly by turning it, the opposite direction, and then lift the lever, and someone will have to hold it up so that it doesn't catch as you're letting the drawbridge down.
So I need someone to just hold it up. Hold up the lever?
The lever, yeah. So basically it's a two-man thing.
Alright, down, yell down. Yeah, Gomo Jack, looks like I'm gonna need your help. This is a two-man job.
You do see Jezzy just hovering there. And
Jezzy
she looks
is not gonna be...
She looks strong enough. She looks strong enough to hold up the lever while you do this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Pixie could have really strong.
Yeah.
Flexes my little muscles.
Sure. Why not? Well, I mean...
But you do see Gomoljak, well, I guess here, Gomoljak coming from this direction right here.
He's climbing up.
You hear him inside the tower. You hear his footsteps inside the tower to the south of you. You'd recognize those footsteps anywhere. So there's two people on their way to help you.
Yeah, well, this is a two-man job, so whichever one of you gets first, I'm going to raise the bridge a bit. You need to hold it so that I can move the lever. Then we can let it drop. Like, that's how it works.
Yeah, and you succeed in raising the bridge slightly, and it sort of loosens up the lever. It, like, unjams it. Anything else from Varen?
I've got to hold it until someone comes by to help me out.
Okay, and I'll give you free action as soon as someone can lift that lever up to lower the bridge.
Alright.
Okay, so Calamar and Company.
So Olivio's gonna... Olivia turns to Thrashma and says, many thanks for the healing you're about to give me. And Calamar's like, yeah, that's great. Hey, and then he says to Spirit and Gaulish, make sure you're not where that bridge is gonna go down. You're safe, right? Maybe you want back up one?
It should be good, maybe. I think it goes in a line.
Okay.
Human bridges tend to be straight.
That's true. I just don't want you to get squished. Like a
Don't
bug.
worry, I have hard head.
Don't want you to get squished like a bug. Fair.
This isn't Dwarf Fortress, guys. Come on. It's not like we're gonna get atomized by the bridge or anything, right?
It's NetHack. I've played many a game of NetHack where I've killed monsters with the drawbridge. I'm aware of it.
A lot worse than Dwarf Fortress. Oh god.
Okay,
All
anything
right,
else from
and we are done.
Okay. Alferis.
So the drawbridge is still down or up, I mean?
Up, yeah. And you hear some commotion coming from inside the Barbican, just to the west of you. So right here. That's basically the direction you're facing. Like you hear some winching, like click, 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 like that. And the drawbridge swings slightly towards the Barbican momentarily. And you hear like a ka-chink.
Funny how it's more advanced, so you could probably solve this rather easily. No, well, no. I'm just gonna wait around, I suppose.
Okay.
Donkey's just staring at.
Anatar. Chris, are you there?
He replied.
Okay, I'm gonna refresh my Discord so I can hear him. Okay, Chris, can you hear me?
Test. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I hear you. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm just
enter.
waiting.
Okay. All right, it is 6:55. Calamar's exhaustion is almost gone. You feel like the burning in your lungs kind of goes away, and you kind of are almost ready to stop sweating. And Jezzy's turn. So from below you, you hear that click, 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 ka-chink, and something's definitely going on inside the barbican over which you are hovering.
But I heard him say that he tell.
Yes, yeah, you heard him say that.
So, can I swoop down to 1 and, like, sort of swoop in?
You need to swoop down to 3. And,
Okay,
yeah, you successfully get in, no problem. So right about here, there is a locking lever that is now loose. And it looks like if you were to lift it up, Varen could lower the bridge.
So it's like this, and like the walls here, and the lever's like this.
Yeah, and it's attached
So I gotta
to.
push it this way, or I gotta.
You just have to lift it. That's all.
Okay, so she's gonna her wings, and she's gonna like put her feet on it, and like in her hands, and just push.
Okay, so you're able to push it up, and it the iron mechanism that sticks in between the teeth of the gears clears the edges of the teeth, and Varen is able to lower the drawbridge. It looks like this drawbridge is basically designed so that it can be dropped very fast without damaging the bridge. And so that's what that catch is for. Like, if someone were to just walk up to the lever and punch it, you know, it would drop the bridge really fast. So, but yeah, Varen looks like he's holding all the weight of it, so he can slowly lower it down.
Okay.
Yep, then I take my free action and slowly lower the bridge.
Okay.
Or is that on my turn?
That is a free action whenever, so that occurs right now. So you, you're able to lower the drawbridge for everyone below.
So I can let go of the lever now.
Yeah.
Teeth are chattering.
Okay, and that doesn't look right. There we go.
Yeah.
Alright. So, everyone below hears like a whirring of like ropes and pulleys, right? And the bridge comes down at a safe speed. You know, kind of, the ropes look like if someone were to be standing below the bridge, it might flex a little bit and hit him in the head, and it would really, really hurt, maybe break a neck or something. So it's a good thing that everybody kind of stood out from underneath it. And anything else from Jezzy? You still have a little bit of movement left, I think.
I'm gonna just back up from the lever.
Okay. And Saria and company.
When the bridge go down.
The bridge is down.
Yeah, I said here, or should say hearing the bridge go down. Gomeljack will just squeeze through, and then go down the stairs to the first floor.
Okay. It's a tight fit,
and
but he
then
makes
out
it.
on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has to like stand sideways and squeeze his booty like in between the the stone center of the spiral staircase and the wall behind him, but he's able to squeeze down. It's a tight fit, but he makes it. And you get down to the ground floor, and there is a door right over here.
Okay. And sorry, I start trotting inside so she can head to where the bunker is.
Okay.
With Scalp tagging along.
Yeah, you're able to just, you know, lift yourself up in between the the surface of the bridge and some of the ropes by using the ropes as grab, climby, grabby, and yeah, squeeze through as handles. And I don't know, maybe you grab Scalf by his collar or something, and pull him up real quick, or maybe you lift him first. Yeah. Toss him up first. Yeah. And then
you insist on that. Scalf is honorable.
Or Scalf she.
That.
I keep insisting that it's a male or something. I didn't hear that.
Or
Scalf is a male. Although
Scalf is a female, yeah.
No, Scalf is the name of one of the Valkyries from Norse mythology. It is not a male name.
Anything else from Saria and company?
Saria, Kionan's in so they can head to the bunker, but I'm stuck up.
Okay, Thrasham and company. So before you see a drawbridge.
A bridge.
A broad bridge.
A broad bridge.
Oh, bridge.
I don't see.
A lot of women there.
I don't see Thrasham anymore.
He's down by Alluvio.
Oh, well, you don't got a bridge. You gotta be creative.
Are you meaning to ride on Muley as you travel that distance, or no?
I was, but I left him up here.
Okay.
But oops. But he's gonna cast Cure Light Wounds on Alluvio.
Okay.
Can my group actually get into? I'm stuck on a light.
Josh, can you hear Saria?
She's breaking up really bad.
Oh, she's asking, can they get into the city? They're stuck on a light.
Oh, okay.
Wow. So, Alluvio, you get 2 whole hit points.
I was only down 3, so that's great. I'll feel fine tomorrow. Thank you so much.
No
Told
problem.
you it's just a scratch.
So Beltola, she gets to the edge of the bridge, and it's like, how am I gonna get my mule?
Is it like a pretty high up or something? It's
yeah, it's like about 5 feet above the ground.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like lying on the ground.
You'd have to go across the water.
Yeah. Anything else from Thrasham and Company?
Just the rest of my people moving into the city.
Okay. Cure Light Wounds earns Thrasham 100 points.
Yay!
And Varen.
Okay, so the party's heading over the drawbridge.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Oh, that's good. Drawbridge is down. Anything else we need to do here in Gronar?
To actually inform the people that are still inside.
Problem is, I have no idea where the shelter is.
Sorry, you know.
Follow me.
Other story says follow me. I'll start following.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alright. Calamar and Company.
Calamar's gonna go up to the bridge. Oops, hang on. There we go. 2, 3, 4. And he's gonna grab onto the ropes. He's gonna try to pull himself up there like, ah!
Yeah, it's a little rough because of your exhaustion, but you're able to get up.
No, I was going to have Olivia
check.
Yeah. Because we're buddies.
Mm-hmm.
So he gives him a little boost up there. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. And so now he gets up, and Olivia pops up next to him, and they're going to start following Saria to the bunker. So once I finish the movement, that'll be fine. So 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. And
Give me a boost.
Alfarius and company.
Because we're buddies.
It's down, I suppose I can go. Oh my god, the server connection!
Oh, did it disconnect you?
For a moment, oh god,
Okay.
that was bad.
Oh, do you have other things running?
No.
Yeah, don't run other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That was your mistake. You fall into one of the classic blunders.
I was closing out other things when it happened. But yeah, I'm gonna go inside and, is the ledge at the entrance, or can I dunk?
Say again?
Is the ledge at the entrance, or can the donkey come, like,
The
bridge is...
The mule, you notice, like, can't really reach the bridge. Like, you're able to just sort of lift yourself up in between the ropes, but the mule needs to, like, go across the water and actually take the path because it doesn't have hands to climb. Like, it's basically a 95% roll for everybody to get up onto the bridge. I'm not even going to roll it because it's rope and wall, which is 95%. So, but yeah, the mule just doesn't have climbing hands. So, it's that opposable thumbs thing. But
yeah, there's no penalty in the DM's manual about not having hands. You can be a successful thief with no arms.
I ought to try that, actually. I pick pockets with my foot.
Yeah.
How do I attack? Oh, I put the knife between my toenails.
But he can, Alfarius, are you still there?
Did he crash?
Hang on, I'm having...
Sounds like somebody's muting and unmuting constantly.
Yeah, there's something going on.
Okay. I see Alfarius' voice lit up, so I think that means he might have crashed. So I'm just gonna open up another Discord real quick and see if he's there. And he is not, so he crashed. So that will be the end of his turn. Anatar and company.
I'm moving forward. How much movement to climb up?
0. You're just able to pull yourself up.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna roll a climb check because it's so easy.
Like 5 feet or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're all adventurers. You can pull yourselves up in there.
If your strength isn't 6 and you're not exhausted.
And that is my movement. Just scanning around, just to make sure that there's nothing that we missed last time.
Yeah, you scan ahead and you can see the boss, Volko, and Ovi looking around at these houses, and they're kind of like looking for a way to get into one. It doesn't really matter which one. They're just like looking for an open door on anything, essentially. And it looks like all the doors have been like knocked off the hinges, pretty much. So they just kind of see an open door like right here, and they go inside.
Before they go inside, I said to them, "Hey there! It seems that the mold is now clear."
And you can hear Volko, like as he's walking up to the door right in front of Ovi, just right behind the boss. Like the boss slips in right before you say that, and Volko's like, "Oh yeah, everybody should be this way. I think we're gonna let them all know what's going on. Thanks for, clearing out the moat."
Okay, we will follow you. See everybody's alright.
Okay, and Calamar's exhaustion is gone.
Yay!
So you feel like 100%.
I feel like a person again.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna take that off.
Oh, breath back.
And Jezzy, you can hear everyone below you like walking towards these houses, and you see this big bald guy that looks like this. Wait, show to everyone. Yes. Can you see that?
Oh, he looks shady.
Yeah, so he looks like Marlon Brando. Okay.
He's in shadow. Of course he's shady.
Oh,
right?
okay, I hear you. Alfarius, I hear you. Just barely, but I hear you.
Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, I
really
kind of figured
far
out
from
that
your
your computer probably crashed or something, but yeah.
Going on and off. It might be a little bit finicky.
Oh, the power. Are you in a storm? Is there a storm or something?
On my phone, so if it does happen, I can just get back on here and let you know.
Okay. Are you speaking directly into your mic? Because I can barely hear you.
No, I'm not. Is this better?
A little bit. A little bit.
A bit better.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know exactly how it works on the phone.
Yeah, you literally have to hold the phone up to your head like you're talking to somebody on a phone call.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so Jezzy, you can see that everyone is sort of like walking towards these houses over here that have conveniently been left open.
Conveniently?
Yeah.
Not so, like, they've been slightly made that way.
What's Saria doing? Was that the end of her movement or something?
No, I'm glitching.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to just scroll the map and my toe.
Okay. And then directly behind that Marlon Brando looking dude is a rather beautiful looking red skinned creature with horns on his head. Very, very beautiful. He looks like this.
He's pretty.
Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
Let's see, I'll try. Let's see. Edit.
I don't even see the picture. I'm not even in roll 20. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now I've got all players. Okay, do you see that now? Okay, so yeah, he's a pretty handsome looking guy. He's got reddish skin and a handsome face with like devilishly good looking features and horns on his head. Okay? And then following the two...
devilish. I see what you did there.
Yes. Yes. And then there is also a dwarf. Let's see, all players, save changes. Okay, a dwarf that looks like this. Right here, can you see that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and they're all three going into one of these houses. I'll just call it a tiefling, okay? The good-looking guy with the horns.
Uh-huh.
He looks like mage thief. Like he's got a backpack on that obviously has a book of magic in it, because it's a rectangular lump, right? But he also has like a short bow, which is kind of a thiefy type weapon, and he's basically dressed in black. The dwarf behind him is also dressed in black, has a black leather shield and a black blade. Like, everything he's wearing is black. The dwarf.
But they're more paying attention to going into the building. They're not really looking over our way a whole bunch.
Not much, yeah. Like, you can see Volko conversing I'm sorry, the tiefling conversing with Anatar momentarily, like yelling back and forth, and they're slipping into this house.
Sort of sneaky like, or
No, not sneaking at all. No.
Well, I don't
but they
know
do look
these,
thiefy.
But I don't know these people, so I'm gonna go invisible because I can do that.
Yep. So just right-click your token, click on multi-sided, click on choose sides, and then there you go. And then we can start tracking your altitude with if you if you double click on your token, where it says bar 2. Okay, so that 12 is your movement speed, but to the right you can put your altitude in there, and that will
3, like on my wing.
Just type in 30 feet. You can type in the literal amount of height that you have, and then we'll remove your wing, and then you'll be completely invisible. I'm gonna give you a purple aura so you can see yourself, and then you'll be invisible to everybody.
Well, not everyone.
Everyone but you and me.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Anatar, Varen, and Thrasham.
But she doesn't know that.
Yeah. So I'm just going to take your wing off. And did you put 30 feet in there? Okay, good. Huh, I'm not seeing your bar. Nope, you didn't put 30 feet. Okay, so I'll put in 30 feet for you.
How did I do it again?
There you go. Never mind.
Oh.
So in order to change that, you just double click on your character. And then it will open up your character's token, and then you'll see bar 2 where it's got the blue dot.
I didn't click save changes.
Yeah, you have to click save changes anytime you want to. Yeah.
I think you can also click on the blue circle too, right?
But I can tell that Saria's going to go forward, so I'm going to go and fly up closer.
Closer to what?
Saria, because she knows where she's going.
Okay. All right. And Saria's turn.
You know, I thought I remembered the ladder being on the other side, south side of this road, but...
Okay, you remember that basically all of these houses on the east side of town have ladders leading down. It's just that they all come down into the same place because there might be like a small tunnel or something that links the two houses.
It basically is, it depends on where you came in or what you think, very much, right?
So what's Saria gonna do?
Yeah, I would say I remember going into the house at the northwest corner of this block. We'll follow Ovivelko and the boss into that.
Okay. So they kind of... Whoops. So they go into this house, and your company still has all of its movement. I don't know if you actually literally want to go into the house. Elena?
Yeah, I was heading into. Yeah, I was heading in to go find the where they.
Okay, so they've already gone down. They've already gone down a hatch. Did you want to follow them?
Okay. Yep.
All right, so.
And I'm going to tell Skelfer on the side the door there.
Okay, so we get Saria in there. And you pop out right here. So I'm just gonna shift ping you. And what the hell happened there?
I don't see anything.
Do you have a light source? No, there should be candles down there, forever, right? And stuff.
You're probably still loading. Okay. So I'll shift ping once more. Does it shift ping everybody on the other map too? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Apparently
Yes,
that
it
part
does.
is underneath the moat.
Pretty much. Okay, now I can see.
Yeah,
finally.
obviously I'm not going to line up both maps on top of each other.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Different scale maps too, it's smaller.
Yeah.
Can you see
Okay,
yourself?
yay.
Okay,
I can
yeah.
see now.
Yeah.
Oh, much better.
Okay, so how much movement does that give me do I have left after that? I had
Whatever.
80 feet. I had 80 feet getting to the ladder.
So just subtract 30 feet.
Okay.
30 feet down.
Okay, so I got 10 more or so.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna approach the table where the bureaucrats are.
Okay. Yeah, they're definitely a couple of the city, not the city council, but the, let's see, lore,
I'm gonna count. Weren't they got council functionary?
There was like one guy and a bunch of supporters or whatever. One main guy.
Yeah. Okay, so Gronar. Senators and guildsmen, that's right. Yeah, so these look like a couple of the senators of Gronar, the city-state of Gronar. They're basically well-dressed like nobles.
Right. So as I get down the ladder and then approach the table, I'm gonna wave and give a little bit, and I just. Lord Milady, you should be happy to know that we have cleared the monsters from the moat and the foul creatures from beneath the city. We made contact with my sister, Solynod, at the encampment in the farms to the south, and we will be shortly heading there to let everyone who's escaped the city know that it's safe to return.
Have you heard from Lucius? What news from Lucius? You recognize the name Lucius as basically the chairman for the Senate.
Right. It didn't spend very long at the encampment. I only spoke with my sister Thelena and my parents, and then we came to finish clearing the beasts out of the moat. My sister did mention that he was somewhere in the encampment, but we didn't want to take him down and delay reclaiming the city.
So the way is safe? We can.
From what yes, we've cleared all the beasts from the moat, and
thank the gods.
Zombies and such from out of the.
Oh, it was so horrible when they showed up. And Thrasham's turn, and the guy says, "Oh, you're heroes, thank you." And it's Thrasham's turn.
Hey, so Sebastian's gonna start walking into the city some more, and Azrael will pipe up like, it looks like Sario got in the building, so if you guys want to all start gathering up, we can get out of here once she returns. So, yeah, that's pretty much my turn.
Okay. There he is. Come on. All right, and Varen. James, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I guess we just wait then until she comes out. Do we have anything that needs to be found in the city, or are we all good?
James, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
it's here.
It's Varen's turn. I'm assuming Alfarius' real name is James in real life.
What? No. I'm not James. Where did you get James from?
So we've got two Jameses now. Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't know your real name was James. Now we know.
Yes, we're both James. Oh dear. This is going to be so confused. I've actually had a situation where two of us were named Chase.
Okay.
Well, this will be interesting.
Such a rare name. How could that ever happen?
Yeah. Actually, both my grandfathers are named James.
Wow.
Two different people, of course. Thank God.
That would be.
Yeah, I imagine James has exploded since the first Bond movie came out.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, what's Varen gonna do?
Okay, so Fiona, sorry, I was talking to these people over here.
Yeah, so they're actually on a different level. So I'm gonna put these tokens on like the, I don't know, the
map layer or whatever.
Yeah, not the map layer, but the GM layer.
Yeah.
But you can see right here inside the house, there's like a rug that's been pushed up against the wall, and there's basically a trap door open, and there's not a trap door, but a hidden door, concealed door, that's open. It's like a flap or like a manhole cover. I know I had a token last time we did this, but I don't feel like fucking with that. It's a locking manhole cover essentially. And
was that the room I went into? Is that the room I came out of when we were in the sewers?
You climbed up a ladder and went into a different house, which I guess with an intelligence check, I'll point at it. So just from your spatial memory or whatever.
Sure.
Varen's never been here before.
Yes.
Rolled a 1.
Okay, so you understand from your spatial memory that the house you poked open into or popped up into was way the hell over here from that ladder in the sewer. Okay, so can you see the end of my arrow? Oh, I'm sorry, it was this one, pretty sure. I need to zoom in and actually read these labels that I've put on these houses. Okay, no, it was this one, right over here.
Interesting.
Okay, got it?
Yeah, but I don't really have much relationship with these people.
Yeah.
And honestly, that might be a good thing. So I'll just let them chat or whatever. I don't have much to do at the moment.
Yeah, you can hear echoing voices coming up from inside the manhole, essentially. And I am going to give you an RP bonus for that, because that was a good... I see what you did there. Okay. Come on. Where's my crosshairs? Okay, I need to refresh. So we'll do Calamar's turn now.
All the bugs.
Well, Azure told us to wait. So he's going to wait, but he's going to take the opportunity to talk to Alfarius and say, hey, you know, when we're done here and we get back to where we're resting and stuff, you and I, we should get together and we should put our heads together over some spell books and see if we've got anything we can share with each other, because wouldn't that be great?
He just stares at you, waits a moment. Please slow down. It is rather difficult to understand when you're talking so fast.
Oh, I don't talk that fast. Do I really talk that fast?
Yes, but yes, that does sound like a good idea.
Yeah, Anatar, maybe you want to get in on this spell action?
If we find the time.
Oh, well, we can make the time. I mean, we're going to have to sit and sleep sometime, huh?
Yeah, but we have other pressing issues as well.
But you got to sit and sleep and eat and stuff. How long does it take to read a spell?
Is there something else that requires immediate attention, or is it just you need to find something else to do to help others?
The world is falling the fuck apart. Everything's
around us, yeah.
There's a lot of stuff we can do.
Not really. I've not noticed any of that.
We still haven't even recovered the bodies of our friends back in the swamp when they got all fireballed by that big froggy dude. That big froggy god dude. Olivia's like, yeah.
Creatures.
Alfaris, remember me? Where are you from?
I'm from the capital, mostly.
From the capital, yeah.
Yes, mostly that's where I've been for the past few years.
You might have heard that there is a big red worm somewhere around these places.
Dragon.
Yeah, to the north of us.
More than just one, there's a whole army of dragon.
Well, there is at least one large one.
But there's also supposedly a hydra nearby, I believe.
Yeah.
But that's what they fucking said. It was eating some dwarves. I'm sure Thrasham will want to deal with it eventually. Hopefully after we get some sleep. Because, man, those fucking froghemoths really took all my spells.
Yeah, I could use some sleep too.
Using all of your spells during the fight?
What did you say?
Well, you're the one who used them, not the froghemoth.
Well, yeah, but it's their fault for, being so resilient. I mean...
For existing. They shouldn't even exist. Okay, we're done.
They seem to be rather deformed with their tentacles.
Well, everything deserves to exist, but nothing deserves to attack somebody else without reasons that have to do with survival.
No.
If they didn't want to die, then attacking Lucinda was the wrong choice.
True.
You'll find it's in most animals' nature to eat to survive. Yeah, it's whatever in my own. You can't blame the bear for killing a person when that bear was hungry after all.
Oh, well, they didn't seem to be hungry or attack for just to eat.
I'm no expert on
hunting.
these creatures. I'm no expert on them, so I can't really say much.
Can anybody hear Josh at all?
I'm here.
No.
Okay.
No one can
Just
hear
you
him
said you
because
were
he
resetting a while ago, so I didn't know if you ever came
I
back.
was refreshing Roll20.
Oh, okay.
All right, Calamar's done. Calamar and Company done.
Alfarius is done too. Donkey's just waiting out.
Yeah, me as well. We're just having this small talk.
Yeah.
He might be munching on rocks. I don't know. I don't know. It would explain a few things with his personality.
Huh? Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna give out XP for the RP. I think that was... Okay. So, Calamar's turn is over, and Alfarius' turn. You said Alfarius was just waiting or something?
Yeah, I'm just waiting. The donkey's going over the road. That's all.
Okay. Anatar and company.
Same here. You can pass me.
Okay, Jezzy.
So, I'm listening to them all, and I'm going to put down a little, just enough, quietly, and come behind Calamar and whisper in his ear.
Okay, do you want to type it to him? Or so no one else can hear, or what? Okay, do you know how to do a whisper to a player?
No, I'm just gonna whisper really quietly.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, just you type in /W space, and then the name of the player will come up on autocomplete. It'll, and then you just hit enter to autocomplete it, and then you type in. Oh no. Yeah, let's take a bio break. Let's take a 5-minute bio break.
Okay.
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 We'll be right back.
Alright. 5-minute intermission.
Okay.
Sanon, are you still here? Seems not.
There we go, I'm back.
Hey, Sanon.
Hey.
Don't worry, we have a full-time bio break.
Oh, perfect.
Hooray.
Just a quick question, since you're here. What's the difference between sanguis and sanguinem?
It's the same noun. It's just that it's in a different case. Sanguinem is in the accusative case. It would be used as an object, a direct object, or whatever. Sanguis is the nominative. You know enough of this just from being Greek, right?
Yeah.
Out of character.
Don't worry, I know my grammar.
I should not have to explain this to you because you know Greek, right? Okay, good. Normally that would be an entire lesson about this, but yeah, it's the same noun. It's just in a different case. It's got a different ending.
Out of character really fast. What exactly are we doing after this? I know that you guys have something important to do that's an emergency. Like save a dwarven kingdom, I think.
Okay, I'm back.
There are several different things we can go do.
Oh god.
Yeah, we haven't talked really about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
We
dwarven
haven't
thing
decided.
probably going to take a priority. Although Calamar's kind of sad we
Hello?
never did
Hello.
lost friends.
Alfarius, are you here?
I'm here.
Anatar, are you here?
I'm here.
Okay, Calamar, are you here?
Yo.
And then Jezzy, I just heard you. And then Sorry, are you here?
I'm here.
Thrasham, are you here? Okay, so we're just waiting on Thrasham. Varen, are you here?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so Thrasham's probably getting a snack or something. So we can just, continue.
Make sure he has
continue
enough for all of
the
us.
Getting
little
a snack,
5-minute
taking
break
a
deal.
piss,
Yeah.
or some combination thereof.
Yeah.
Maybe he's eating a snack while taking a piss.
It is
Some
a
people are
fiver.
talented.
It is a fiver.
Yeah, it is.
Zucchini bread is the best bread.
There we go. There he is. All right.
Zucchini bread
I
is
just
the
heard
best
Thrasham.
bread.
Can you hear me, Thrasham?
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, so Jezzy is whispering into Calamar's ear. Did you type out your message, or did you want everyone to hear it?
No, it
Okay.
did not.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
was just gonna
Go ahead and
whisper.
say it. Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, where are we going?
So
That's a
Calamar,
really good
you hear a high-pitched voice out of nowhere say that.
Now I can't see her with my infravision or anything.
No.
Okay. I'll turn to where I heard the voice. I'm like, that's a really good question, Jezzy. I think we're probably going to go back to Thrasham's house because that's where we left our mounts and stuff. But after that, I don't know. I think we're going to have to all talk about it and figure it out. It'll be fun though. It's a nice house. You'll like it.
It is the last time you saw it. Bum bum bum.
It's been burned down by a dragon. What a shock!
Okay. Anything else from Jesse and Company?
Nope.
Okay. Alright, so Saria.
Okay.
Back in the Gronar sewer.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. The senator, the last time the senator spoke, he said, "Oh, you're heroes!" And everyone, like, there's these people sleeping in beds, like, it wakes up everybody. There's, people at this table up here. Everyone stands up, and there is like a standing ovation type of deal. Let's see if I can find a music track. But they all stand up and they applaud you after you bring in this news of basically liberating Gronar.
Save your hometown, yay!
Yeah.
Okay. Hometown girl does good.
Sorry, just trying to force herself to stay calm, and so just
No one will talk trash about Thought Blade now.
just doing what needed doing, and then she's gonna turn to the boss. And
so this ambient cheering, like yeah, from like maybe 20 people down here. Sorry about that. You can't hear it. I think
It's like golf claps.
some people
she's
can.
gonna turn to the boss and say, I don't agree with your philosophy, but I also know you're an extremely capable person. So I think for the time being, it's best to leave it to you and your companions to start getting the people that are here back, or help keep things organized with the, or maybe help the senators.
Speaking of
me
philosophy, I'm
and my companions
thinking about
need to get back to
adopting the philosophy of Gaia, actually. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. But thank you for mentioning that.
But yeah, me and my companions, we need to get back to the refugee encampment and let the people there know that they can return. And then we've got some other business to go deal with as well. So, and she gives him a solemn little nod, and then she's going to head back up the ladder.
All right, so these two holy men stand up from the table. You can see, well, not two holy men, but I guess one would be. They're both wearing religious symbols. This one looks like more of a warrior, and this one looks like more of a priest. And they start coming towards the stairs or the ladder as well. And these people that are laying down, they start stirring and getting up and packing up their things. Some of them are still clapping and cheering, actually. And you make it back up the ladder. I'm just going to delete all of these. Well, maybe not. I can do that later. Alright, so you get back up the ladder. And there we go. Oh. You get back up the ladder. And, the boss, Volko, and Ovi follow you. And it looks like Kiona is standing right outside the door with Scalf and Varen.
Yep.
Anything else from Saria and company?
Gary's gonna head back on outside, and then turning to the rest of the group, she's going to say, okay, well, the Southerners that were down below, and the few refugees that were left, have all been, and let them all know that things are safe. They can come back on out. We should head back to the refugee camp as soon as possible to let Talina and Lucius and company know about the state of things as well.
So, Varen, you hear Saria talk about the refugee camp and stuff like that, since you're the closest person, I guess.
Got it.
No response? You're just standing there with like a dumbfounded look on your face? Like just, yeah.
Here's Varen's logic.
You just see him nod and watch a cloud.
It's not his city. He lets people rule how they choose to rule themselves. He doesn't
So-
like the boss, but he will not get in the way of their decisions.
Yeah. So, you guys see people start pouring out of this house, starting with the boss, Ovi, and Volko. And everyone else, hears that from Saria. And as these people pour out of the house, they see you guys, and it's like an LOTR clapping moment, where they're all like applauding you and shit like that, like heroes, which I don't know, is that anticlimactic? But I'm gonna turn the damn music back on. But these the refugees that stayed in the town, they break down into tears, and you can see them like they have relieved looks on their faces and all of that. And
They'll be happy until they have to clean up the froghemoths.
Alfarius with a big grin on his face.
Tastes
out of
like
the house
chicken.
come two more interesting looking characters. Some of you know one of these. So Thrasham and company, and also I think Kiona and Saria recognize. No, not Saria. But
I think she recognized them from which one
you recognize them
met
from
someone before.
you recognize them from growing up in Gronar, I guess. So there's Zalmond, the local hometown hero, and then Kothon Carnathion. He's the leader of the Temple of Hades in town.
Yeah, stranger, he looked just like he looks like a smaller version of Gomojack. It's crazy.
Huh.
Yeah, he's dressed up like a Greek warrior or something. But yeah, lots of people pouring out of these houses, and
with nice sad music.
Come on.
So quest complete then.
Yeah, you completed it last week.
Well, I guess you have successfully liberated Gronar, because I didn't do much other than. Yeah, I didn't really do much.
You got XP for it though.
I cast a magic missile, and that's it. And now I'm getting praised as a hero, while they don't know that I did jack shit.
Thrasham's just like, sometimes it's just about being in the right place at the right time.
That's what I'm actually thinking right now. It's like, oh, how lucky of me.
But perhaps you can contribute more next time. And then, okay, so Thrasham's like, so everybody, we going to the refugee camp, or we just opening a portal and they're coming through, or what? I don't know how many people are over there.
I expect it'll take some organizing to get everybody through and back to the city if we just to open a portal. I don't know if Azura will be able to hold it open for the entire length of that time. Maybe let them know and give them a chance to prepare to bring themselves and their stuff back.
Well, it's still only half a day away, so they can actually walk here. I suspect that
This is true.
there must be a lot of people there.
Okay, well then, if it's not possible to just bring them through easily anyway, after we tell them of the news, I think we should start heading towards the Hill Dwarf village we heard about, because they were supposedly being attacked by a Hydra or something like that.
Well, we'll need our mounts from back at your house. Aren't they still in the stable there?
Aquabilia, yeah.
Yes, we can get those, possibly.
If we are going into a dwarven fortress, I don't think that the animals would be useful there.
Well, we have to get there because Azure has never been there, so we can't wormhole straight to Bethaduum or whatever. Bothaduum.
So some sort of
Bothaduum.
But it's not too far, but it is through some rough terrain. But basically, I was figuring we could possibly go to my house, get our stuff, and then go to the farm area to tell everybody, and then set out from there, because it'd be like an extra square out of the city or so.
I wouldn't mind that, especially if we would, wanted to. If we head back to your house real quick, get the animals back from the stable, and then head to the encampment. Maybe rest for the night there.
We might have to rest for the night in the house, because I don't know if Azuro can do it twice, depending on how well he rolls.
Mm-hmm. And that should give us enough time, I suppose.
But, yeah. So whenever you guys are all ready and gathered up, we can leave.
Okay.
All right. Anything else from Thrasham and Company?
No.
Okay.
Although he will point, somebody might want to get that stupid ass out of the road there.
Varen and Company.
Well, it's time to move on. Then yeah. Then just going to walk back to the group, and I can actually go further than that.
Yeah. Are you flying?
And wait for the. Nah.
Okay.
People already worry enough that there's a man with flaming wings. Not gonna fly at the moment, unless Azure is going to put the portal 80 feet in the air.
He could.
So are you?
I think it has to be attached to the ground.
Are you waiting?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So Calamar and Company.
We're waiting for the portal to open up.
Okie doke. Alfarius.
I'm just waiting for everyone to go. Portal.
Antar.
Call your meal.
Oh yeah, the meal's coming in. That's what he was doing last turn. He was getting over to the bridge.
Chris.
Well, you got a new turn, so you can move him again.
Yeah.
Okay, here.
I'm here, just waiting for the others to.
Okay, it is now 6:58. Jezzy and Company.
There's no company. So, just sitting here and pulling little teeny snacks out of my bag and eating them and just waiting.
Okay.
Fluttering here.
Doing next to my head.
Flying right over, tell him.
Saria and Company.
Dropping crumbs on her head.
His.
Okay. Just trotting on back over to where everyone else is gathering.
Okay.
And on the way by, I'll kind of glance meaningfully at the senators while I'm passing the boss, and nod and give him a little nod to keep an eye on them.
He kind of whispers, "Yeah, I got this. Don't worry."
Okay.
Yeah, I got this.
Next time you come back, it's King Boss.
Anything else from Saria and Company?
Just gathering together.
Okay. Thrasham and Company.
Okay, all aboard. All who's coming, get your ass in there. All who's staying, well.
All aboard the Psionic train.
We're all shit out of luck, I'm guessing.
The only way to travel.
I do like the wormholes. That's so nice.
It's so
Everybody.
broken.
It's
Like,
not
compared
that
to
much
Tower-
better than Magic. It's just it doesn't have all the chances of failure that Magic has to kill you.
That's why it's so much better.
Yeah.
Like, you need 7th level teleport without error for it
That's
to
only
be
like
the
one person and a couple 100 pounds.
Exactly. That's why it makes wormholes even more ridiculous. Because anyone can go through.
And all the
So-
animals and stuff. We can pull all kinds of chests.
Yeah. First up, wormholes to Nervia. All who's coming, come.
Mm-hmm. But the wormhole.
Yeah, see, but what you don't understand about all of that,
And
nice.
Alfarius, what you don't understand about it all, Alfarius, is that there's a chance that either Ozura or I could end up, 100 miles off it somewhere, who knows where, when we try to do this.
on the bright
Well,
side,
that's only
Andrew,
slightly bad. It's exactly that's only slightly bad. Then you just have
Not-
then
it's
you
not in
just
the wall,
wormhole back.
at least. Yeah. But it worked, guys. So
Yay.
get in there. And
Yeah, I don't see the wormhole, but I'll go in it.
oh,
There it is. Now I see it now.
So there's no put it right there in front of everybody. Yeah, it's the facing. So I think this is the front, right over here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm gonna put you on the other side of the wormhole real quick so that you can open the other side wherever you want.
Okay.
Let's see. Thrasham. Nervia City.
Alfarius, I can't remember. Have you been to Thrasham's house?
You talking about the one that had the bear in it?
Yes, we met him there.
We met him in
Oh, that's
actually.
right. That's right. I couldn't remember where we picked him up. I'm like, where do we get this guy?
Okay. Stand by, Thrasham.
I'm just some random
Yeah.
hobo. That's out of character, though.
I'm gonna give the wormhole sight. Sight beyond sight. Did you want to open up inside the cabin or outside?
Oh, right inside, like the front by the door or whatever.
Okay, like the kitchen area.
Yeah, like so if you just walk through the door, it'd be, facing that way.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna give it
can't see it.
like 0 feet. Well, I'll give it like 10 feet of light. Actually, I'll just give it sight. Fuck it.
Hey,
Save.
let's see.
Okay, so you should be able to see.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
the wormhole
it just
is.
is floating.
It's
Oh,
okay.
is it
He'll
still
put us
loading?
back.
No, it's loaded, but it's super laggy still. It hasn't
Yeah.
fully loaded.
I'll shift ping you to it.
Okay.
Okay, global illumination is on. Cool. Alright, do you see it now?
Yeah.
Alright, so go ahead
So
and
yeah,
place
that's
it.
fine.
That's fine where it is?
Yeah, facing down.
Okay. So I'll put it on the map real quick.
Looks like there's ice all over the floor or something.
Okay, so as soon as the wormhole opens on the other side, you hear sound coming through, and it sounds like this.
We can
You
all hear
hear,
that?
yes, everyone hears it. You hear the sound of a great growl and running water, okay? And a little bit of water trickles through the wormhole to your side. Wait, is it one directional?
It's two directional.
It's two directional? Yeah, okay, so a little bit of water trickles through the bottom of the wormhole, like maybe 3 inches of water, okay? From inside the cabin. You guys can see that the cabin floor is basically covered in about 3 inches of water. Right? And there's this like rumbling and crashing and this loud growl coming from the other side.
Who left the water
running? Onto there?
We've been gone for like like 20 minutes now, right?
Almost an hour.
Oh
Almost an
my
hour.
god.
Yeah. Okay. So
Who backed up the toilet?
Anything else from Thrashing and Company?
My people moved through other than that road.
Okay.
Well, that sounds interesting.
Let's go ahead and line them up so I can copy and paste.
Oh, no, I just got switched to the other map. There we go.
This doesn't sound promising, guys.
Especially not the band that's playing.
I'm worried. I'm worried about my horse. I hope he's okay.
Well, they were in the stables, so.
Wait a minute.
Unless the whole stables are gone. Why? It's so messed up when I move. Alright, all my people are lined up.
Okay. So I'm just gonna paste them on the other side. I'm not
I
gonna
think
delete
that's
them
a
because it'll remove
bear.
them from the turnover tracker.
It sounds like a bear.
Okay. And you are taken to the other side, man.
The other side.
My friends
You are
on the
taken
other
to
side.
The other side, man.
Good kitty.
Yeah, all that sound is actually just a cat going crazy.
Yeah. Crushing things with its little cat claws.
Exactly. They love to break things, right?
My cat's tail is a deadly, deadly force of destruction. I'm gonna tell you right now. Yeah, right.
Okay. So you pop out the other side, man. Like, come on. Like this here.
I want to go in last, please.
you can wait if you want. So yeah, you pop out the other side, and you hear this loud rumbling coming from behind the house, right? And there's water everywhere, all over the floor, like 3 inches, and you hear basically a waterfall coming from behind the house.
Is there water on the street outside too? Because I don't see that, or is it just?
You can't see out the door. The door is closed.
Oh,
right
okay.
now. You can open the door
I see
if
like
you
a-
want.
Yeah. So I'll move
all
out.
these characters still have actions.
So yeah, I guess Belto's in the front. So laggy. There we go.
Don't get us into an encounter with a dragon until we've had some sleep, dude.
No, that's not up to us. That's up to the GM.
What now?
Tell
But I don't
Josh
think we're gonna sleep in 3 inches of water and a paddle going outside. So.
Are you? What do you do?
I'm just trying to wait. It won't let me click yet.
It won't let you click.
The Roll20 is lagging a little bit when I switch maps again.
Oh, okay, I got you. What's Baron gonna do?
I hear all this sound coming throughout the portal.
Yes. You see
But-
water spilling through from the floor on the other side of the portal, and you can see, I guess, Scarrett's behind, as Thrasham, Beltola, and Wilwith and Scarrett step through. Of course, Beltola and Thrasham are on their mules. What does Varen do?
I should see what's over there.
Yeah,
So
Gonna walk over and go in.
okay, looks like Beltola is opening the door,
yeah.
and she lost her mule. But
Yeah,
okay.
I'm trying to fix it, but it's
Yeah.
laggy as hell. I don't know if it's the water on the floor or what.
Okay, so you open the door, and there's like this random beggar lady outside, like huddled up against the door frame, and she's got this panicked look on her face, right? And she just sort of like slips in past you guys. She's like, "Oh my God, water everywhere!"
What's going on out here?
I don't know, I heard some loud crashing from outside. I don't know, but there's water coming out of the aqueduct.
Did something break it? Or is it clogged?
I don't know. And
She just runs down the hallway in a frantic panic, and she goes around the corner and into the room with the bear, and she lets out this loud scream.
Of course she does.
And then she runs back out, and then runs down to the next room, and you don't hear what happens after that. Okay.
She got eaten.
Anything else from Thrashing and Company?
My people are just gonna walk out the door as soon as I can actually click on them.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna refresh roll 20 because they can wait forever to load this page.
So they went in, then now they're going back through the portal.
No, the front door of the
they're
house.
walking out the front door of the house. You can see them walking out. Is your computer lagging or something?
Well, no. Ever since I switched pages back and forth twice, it did. So I had to refresh roll 20. Hopefully that fixes it.
Okay. So what is Varen gonna do?
Oh, water coming through, sounds being made. Gonna go through the portal and see what's going on.
Okay. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna delete these ones from the turn order tracker and hope it doesn't delete Thrashing from the turn order tracker. No, it did. Okay. Thrashing, go ahead and roll initiative when you come back in.
Yeah.
Alright. So and I'm just gonna delete Varen for now, and I'll take you to the other side. The other side, man. So you get to the other side. Okay. You get to the other side and sort of step past scare it for now. I'm just going to add Thrashing to the turn order tracker myself, so you don't have to roll initiative with Thrashing. I just added you to the turn order tracker. Yeah.
And it's a black screen for me as well.
Yeah. I'm just gonna shift ping everybody. You still see a black screen, Baron?
Yes.
No, I can see now.
You can see? Okay, so yeah, you slip past Scarrett, and you can see this open door down here. It looks like the water is coming from the back door. But you can hear that, like, crushing of objects coming from out back, and water seems to be really rushing into the house fast from the backside.
I would hate to see the repair bill.
Fortunately, we can make it now.
You're gonna have to see the repair bill.
So what's Baron gonna do?
Okay, so where's the front door?
Front door is right in front of you, and the back door is around the corner to the left there.
Okay, I'm gonna pass through them and physically leave the
This is the front door, and then the back door is this way.
Then on my next turn, I'll try and gain some height.
Okay, so you.
What all them. Yeah.
All right. So you make it out the back door, or sorry, the front door, and directly behind the house, you see this long aqueduct coming from over the wall, from the lake on the other side. And it's not lake water. It's not gathering lake water. It's coming from somewhere else. So you see this long aqueduct coming, and it goes right behind the house, and then just to the northwest of the house, there's a building where the aqueduct dumps into. And on top of the aqueduct, you see a living mass of water with eyes. And it looks like it is demolishing the aqueduct and spilling water all over Thrasham's house. Okay? And then all around, like in the most of the town is to the south of you. Okay? You see spouts of water shooting up into the air from all over town. Just gigantic spouts of water shooting like 90 feet up, 100 feet, 130 feet. Like there's some kind of water pressure deal going on.
Would I reasonably know what a water elemental is?
I'd say yeah. I think that's kind of common knowledge.
Thrasham, your aqueduct is being torn apart by a water elemental.
Yeah.
It's a big one too.
Man, who pissed in the lake?
It is big.
Dragon did.
It is huge. It is 16 feet tall. This water elemental. Okay?
Oh dear.
And it looks like it is doing a pretty good job of tearing apart this aqueduct behind Thrasham's house. And it kind of sees you. And it kind of disappears into this. It like ducks back down into the aqueduct. And you can see water sloshing out of the aqueduct. And the sloshes are like moving really fast towards the building where the aqueduct like spills into or whatever, and the splashing disappears inside. Like maybe there are some pipes or something, right? And as soon as that happens, the water spouts from the rest of the city, they shoot up even higher. Like there's some sort of pressure pushing down on this pipeline or something, and it's shooting even more water out into the city. And you hear this like murmur of people screaming all over town as new spouts pop up, right? So it's like this humongous plumbing catastrophe, okay? And every once in a while you'll see a person get shot up into the air and like, you know, being held up by the pressure of these spouts. And then they fall off, like, you know, 50 feet, 100 feet. Okay, so it's getting kind of dangerous. Calamar and company, you can hear all this shit going on.
Calamar's like, "Oh no, Thrasham's house!" And they both of them rush up to the wormhole and step through. So it took 1-2 moves to get to the wormhole.
Okay. And Thrasham, you see all this going on as well.
Yeah.
It's such a nice house.
Thrasham will yell out through the wormhole area. He'll yell into the house, "Watch out, guys! Apparently there's a big-ass water elemental here, and Varen pissed it off."
Over here?
Okay, so
I don't have anything to deal with that creature.
Calamar and Deluvio make it through to the other side, man. Okay, so
We got exactly jack squat to deal with this problem, by the way. I don't see anything.
Nope. I haven't even put your tokens
there
down
we go.
yet.
Yeah.
One thing
Can we
at a
ask?
time when you're dealing
Can
with
we ask the water elementals to stop for 8 hours or tomorrow, so that way then we can? No. Okay.
This is
Aw.
my order.
Well, it'll have to be someone
Okay,
because
so you make it to the other side, man. So you...
you need to
I'm just gonna
rely
shift
on the
ping.
sexy Manasar. Because I legit
Can you see now,
cannot
Calamar?
hurt. Because like if it is like a water elemental, I legit cannot hurt it at all.
Do they have like some sort of resistance against normal weapon?
Let's not metagame, guys. Let's stop the metagame side conversation. So Calamar, can you see your character now?
I do indeed.
Okay.
And so the door is on the other side of the wormhole, right behind. I see it's all dark.
Nope, I'll describe. So you can see the front door open directly ahead. Okay? And all this water is coming from this way, so it's flowing like this. And actually by now, the water puddle has gotten even bigger. So I'm just going to expand it more. Alright. So yeah, it's just constantly flowing out, and it looks like it's flooding Thrasham's house. And you can hear a murmur and hubbub coming from outside. Like, you can see out the door that there are fountains of water shooting people up into the air. From possibly off of toilets, and like, you know, it's gross.
Oh God.
Oh, well, we've seen that before. It was fine.
Yeah.
Only
Or
I
maybe
had a
from
slime
fountains.
slang torch. It'd be fine.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, I already moved 2. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah. 9. Actually, I have to separate them now. 9, 10. 11, and I'll stop right there because it seems like a lot of people are right there. So I'll say, "Oh my gosh, what is it, Varen? What did you see? Where's the water elemental? The water juicy thing."
Varen kind of points up to an aqueduct in the distance as the water elemental is tearing it apart.
Ah!
Hey Josh.
Yeah.
How much would I know about water elementals, like in character?
Nothing other than their appearance.
Got it.
I don't know a thing about these. Never saw these down in the mantle. These weren't there. I promise you that.
And you can see
Problems appear on the surface. I didn't even know.
Calamar in the distance directly behind the house. There is a aqueduct coming from over the city wall, off in the distance across the lake, basically. And there's a waterfall coming out of this aqueduct up next to a building where the aqueduct pours into, right? And you just catch the tail end of some splashing coming out of the aqueduct as it disappears into the building. Okay?
It went in the building. Look, right there, see? Look, Varen, look.
Alfarius and company.
I'm gonna wait for everyone else to go through because that sounds like a lot of problems on the other side.
You can see that the way is clear on the other side. I don't know if you're concerned about a traffic jam or anything like that.
I'm more concerned about what I'm hearing about. Has anyone mentioned the massive pillars of water?
The massive pillars of water?
Has
you can
any of the players, or can I see them?
You can kind of see through the door, like there's a lot of water on the floor, and water is coming through the portal. The wormhole. Like 4 inches deep of water now.
I'm hesitant. Yeah, I'm gonna go through.
You're gonna what?
I'll go through. I don't really have much of a chance.
You could get a beer and Gronar and get it out.
Yeah, I could, but then I'll be stuck here for like a day.
But probably safe.
Okay, so Alfarius and
Whilst I'm
Yurmule.
careful, I'll go hide in a corner.
There's plenty of places to hide as long as you don't drown in the house.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Has anyone ever fought a water elemental before?
Nope. Thrashman will just pipe up. Sorry, I think it's been all earth and fire for me.
Well, great. Is it? Well, what do earth and fire elementals have in common then?
So, Alfarius, you pop through. I'm just gonna shift ping Alfarius to his characters here.
Who my
You
character?
pop through.
What if it's made out of water? Would it have problems with fire then?
Maybe. The only thing I know about water elementals is they're pretty bad for you if you're in a boat.
Okay. Can you see your token, Alfarius? Alfarius, are you there?
I hear him.
Yeah,
You're
he's
really quiet again. Are you speaking directly into the mic?
Yeah, but he's on the phone again.
Yes.
But he's getting
Okay.
back online, he said.
I'm gonna refresh my Discord just in case. Yeah, really, really soft.
Can you
Very
hear?
faint.
I'm up right next to the.
Okay, so do you have access to your Roll20 right now? Can you see the tabletop?
No, so the computer has to boot itself back up, Wi-Fi as well. But once I do, I'll move my token to the side.
Okay, yeah, we'll say that you stand there dumbfounded as there's 4 inches of water on the floor, and I can't hear you, man.
Don't worry about it.
You gotta talk directly into the phone.
He said, don't worry about it.
Okay. Anatar.
Oh well, here we go again.
No rest for the wicked.
7, 8, and bring me to the other map.
Okay.
Aw.
So. Anatar. Copy, delete. All right, Anatar, you make it to the other side, and you hear this veritable waterfall coming from behind the house, and it's leaking water everywhere inside. I'm just gonna shift ping for Anatar's sake.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Oh well. The walls still hold, right?
Say again?
The walls here still hold, right?
The walls are holding, yeah. It's actually a stone building, so it's holding pretty well. It's just that the doors, well, no one's seen the door out back yet, but the door in the front of the house has been opened normally, like people are walking out of it, and water is leaking out the front of the house now.
It's leaking out?
Yes, so water is literally flowing through the house, like a river.
Like a river.
Yes.
Okay. Oh well, running downside, see what's going on. That was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 here, 17. Right now, I'm outside.
And the water the puddle gets bigger.
It's still
Flowing, yeah.
flows
Yes.
this way.
Yeah, Yeah, sort of. It's spreading out from...
Yeah. It's not coming the other way around. It's not coming from here. From from here.
It's spreading out from here. Can you see my?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Spreading out from there.
Okay.
And
then,
behind the house, you see this aqueduct coming from over the wall, and off in the distance to the east. Okay, and it comes right over the wall, and in the back of the house, there is a waterfall coming essentially out of this aqueduct, and it looks like some of the water is still going into this building right over here at the end of the aqueduct, and then a lot of it is just falling out all over Thrasham's house.
Okay.
And then in the distance to the south
Nice
and
choice
southeast,
for a house.
all over town, you can see spouts of water shooting up out of the ground. And every once in a while, the spouts will shoot a person up into the air, and then they will fall.
Oh my god.
And there's this general, like, murmur of crowds coming from
very interesting,
all over town.
Very interesting.
I saw it go in that house over there, Anatar. That house right there. See that house? I saw some splashiness going into that house. I think it's in there. Maybe. I don't know what they look like exactly.
Oh, well, I'm going to run behind our house, see if there's anything there, because the leak seems to come from there. That's 17, 18. This is a pathway?
That is Thrasham's yard. So the water
17, 18, 19. 20,
so
21,
there's no
22,
fence
23,
or anything.
24. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
So the water is getting deeper as you go and flowing
30,
harder. Like it's about a foot deep where you're at right now.
Okay.
Wow. That's a lot of water.
Yeah.
36.
Now, if you've ever been to a water park and been shot by like blasts of waves, or swam in the sea and been blasted with a wave of water, that's what it feels like right now. Like it's there's a lot of water resistance.
Right.
And I suspect that there is still water here, right? I can see
it's mostly flowing. No, just where you see water, there is water.
Okay.
So it's flowing this way.
Okay. And is this the aqueducts?
Yes. And
Okay.
it looks like you can pass underneath it, so you can see.
And it seems like it broke here, and
Yeah,
the water is flowing down.
Okay, so basically those rectangles that are blocking light are the pillars that are holding the aqueduct up, and the picture of the aqueduct is 50 feet above you in the air. So I couldn't. There's no GM foreground layer yet. They're still working on that. This would be in the map, the foreground map layer, if I could.
Yeah.
But I don't have that yet. So that's just what the top of the aqueduct looks like.
So the water is flowing from here, right?
Yes. A veritable waterfall is flowing out of the aqueduct there, about 50 feet in the air.
Does it seem that the side of the aqueduct is broken, or it is overflowing?
It has literally been broken.
Well, then
and there are
that's
chunks
gonna
of
be hard
stone.
to fix.
Yeah. It'll be
It's
difficult,
gonna be for a while.
but not impossible.
Okay, that's my turn because I spent all my movement.
All right. So, Jezzy.
Oh, okay. So I hear all this noise, so I'm gonna put a dagger in each hand.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go through the portal.
Outstanding.
Nice.
So, rather than pull people through the portal, I'm just going to stick you on this map from now on. Okay, so Jezzy, you make it through. And I'm going to remove this Jezzy token from the turn order tracker. Actually, I need to copy because we've made some changes to your token. Actually, no, we haven't because your default is invisible. Okay. I know what I'm gonna do. So PC party. Jezzy. I'm just gonna put you right here. Okay, do you see your token? I'm just gonna shift ping for Jezzy's sake, everybody.
Okay. Okay, yeah, no idea.
Alright, so Alfarius is standing there with this dumbfounded look on his face. For some reason. And then I'm just gonna take these token markers off of you.
There's enough room to where you to get through, thankfully.
Yeah, it's 10 feet wide. Okay, so you see all this water on the floor below you. The ceiling is about 15 feet tall, and I'm guessing you have about 10 feet of altitude at this time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to put that you have 10. Oh, you already have.
I already
okay,
did.
Good. All right, and then, yeah, there's a lot of water on the floor, and it's flowing from here out the front. Okay, and you can see this big puddle outside. It's like ever expanding. All right.
And everybody's gathered out front.
It looks like everybody's out front except for Alfarius.
Okay. Well, I'm invisible.
Yeah.
I can move how many?
Up to 24. So the puddle expands more. And it looks like this part of town is slowly turning into a lake.
It's 12. Can I hear which direction it's all coming from?
Yes, you hear the like basically a waterfall coming from behind the house. Okay? And you turn to look. Well, I guess you can just see. And you see this 50-foot tall aqueduct coming over this wall. Can you see my arrow?
See your arrow.
Okay. So there's a 50-foot tall aqueduct coming from over the wall, from off in the distance to the east, okay? It flows right behind the house, and you can see that on the side of it, at the top, where the water is, it's basically a man-made river, right? There's a hole in the side of the aqueduct, and a waterfall is spilling out of it, okay? And it's making a lake in the city, 50 feet high. And
so I can go up in altitude and sort of go over the house, see if I can see more?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So you go, what, 50 feet up, 60 feet, how much?
I'm at 10 now.
Okay, that's 100 feet, right?
10
Oh, I'm sorry, you're at 10 feet. How much movement did you take to get out?
12.
12?
I'm at 12.
So you can move 60 feet up into the air if you just move straight up. And then...
I'm gonna go 50.
Okay. So yeah, you're basically on the same level as the top of the aqueduct, and you can see water flowing from the right to the left, okay? And a lot of it is spilling out. Some of it is not. Some of it's still going into the building to which the aqueduct is attached. Okay? And then behind you in town, you can see spouts of water coming up out of the ground where it looks like there are fountains, people's houses, toilets, bathtubs, things like that are being shot up into the air, and people too. And
can I see anything that the group cannot see that's altitude?
Yes, you can see that the people who have been shot up into the air and fallen to the ground aren't moving, and there are people like trying to pick them up and carry them away from the water. The water spouts, like they're hurt. People are being hurt and maybe possibly dying because of this. And it looks like some of the water spouts where there were fountains, like the fountains are being blown off of the ground into the air and crashing down onto houses, and the holes are getting bigger and bigger where the fountains were. Okay, so it's like getting dangerous. Like the town's getting wrecked because of this.
So I'm gonna tell everybody down the party that I can see people being hurt. They're laying on the ground, and there's toilets broken all around them, and there's holes in the ground shooting up water everywhere.
So Calamar, Thrashim, And Anatar, you hear that from Jezzy.
Well, everybody hears it. Really, everybody outside. They just don't know where I'm at.
Yeah.
So she shouted that she saw the...
Oh, and Alfarius. Yeah, you hear Jezzy's voice come out of nowhere.
Oh, my turn? Okay, so...
No, everyone hears that. Like, they can respond.
Oh, okay.
It's not your turn. It's Jezzy's
Well, I just saw
turn.
my turn on the turn tracker, but I realized she was on the other map.
And put back in the... Do I need to roll initiative?
No, I've got you on the turn order tracker. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay, anything else from Jezzy? No response? Okay. Saria and company.
Okay,
Yeah, nobody responded.
So we're seeing the portal with water coming out, and Zero was not real confident about his ability to hold the portal open for a ton longer, so we're all gonna tromp on through.
Okay.
Zach can lead because he's, you know, big and strong.
And I think Saria is the last one, right?
Other than Azuro, yeah. Pretty sure I'm the last one in Grona other than Azuro.
Okay. So we've got... Oh, Jezzy, I didn't... Okay. Jezzy, go ahead and roll initiative on your token real quick. Yep.
Aww.
Okay.
We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die. Okay.
At least you'll be together.
So
Don't
I'm
worry.
moving the party ribbon to this map and putting everybody on the party ribbon right now.
Calamar's pretty sure he can't help this at all. He's never seen a thing like this.
Yeah, just
It's
have to ask you that.
water.
How did you put individual characters on another map without moving the entire party all at once?
You click and drag people's names from the bottom of the screen.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
See, if I had my lightning bolt, if I'd slept, I could do something. Lightning bolt would be real damn useful right now.
She says as every single person gets hit by the lightning bolt.
We're all standing in water, yeah.
Oh.
Nuh-uh.
Curses. Foiled again.
Everybody jump all at once. 1, 2, 3, jump!
Yeah, when we're all dead, Jackie will
Sorry,
leave our bodies.
we're not on the same initiative.
So Josh, since you can move and use psionics, can Azuro enter the portal at the end of the round after like everybody else went through?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so
Cool. And now it's a clusterfuck inside the house.
Thank God for Azuro, we might live.
maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Did you pay your insurance? The Azure insurance?
The Azuro insurance.
Alright. Now that everyone's here, sorry you didn't want me to shift ping or no?
Get hot.
I'm still loading, so sure.
Okay. Well, if you're still loading, I'm not going to shift ping because it won't do anything for you. Okay.
Okay.
I guess we'll do Thrasham's turn. So yeah, Thrasham, you see Anatar go around the corner, and that's about it. You heard Jezzy talk a moment ago, and nobody responded to her at all. And then Calamar and Alluvio are outside ahead of you. Are you able to select your tokens and all that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we're good.
So you want me to bring Azuro through?
Yeah, I was gonna drop him, but for
Yeah, go
some
ahead.
reason-
Go
Oh,
ahead
there.
and drop him.
Is he under him?
He's in PC Party, Thrasham and Company.
Yeah, it goes Beltilla, Will-O-Wisp,
Followers, I think.
Garrett,
but then I don't see Azro for some reason.
Followers? Yeah, he's under followers.
Okay.
So sad.
And he's gonna have to go through all these people. And the wormhole closes after he gets through.
Okay.
Because he's not gonna continue it for another round.
Right.
Yeah. Good idea, Zero. I don't want to let Gronar go.
That is 2 rounds of. Well, no, you can say he was waiting for everyone.
Yeah,
to
that's what I was
step
asking.
through. Yeah, that's fine. It's just one round's worth of PSPs. Okay, so yeah, Azuro waited, and oh shit, I gotta put these to the back, huh?
Frozen, did you got my
the
message?
Discord thing? Oh yeah, I didn't look at it.
Can you shift ping now, Josh, please?
Yeah, I'll shift ping. Okay, so yeah, Azro gets out the front door and he sees this big pond, coming from behind Thrasham's house, and it looks like it's slowly filling up this quarter of the town. Okay, from off in the distance, you see spouts of water blasting people and objects up into the air, and just a moment ago, Thrasham heard Jezzy's voice saying that, like, this water pressure is dangerous, it's wrecking the town, and, it's hurting people, basically.
Okay.
It's bad, okay?
The plumber! So, that's where I'll go around the corner.
Azro, I think I saw it. It went in that house. I saw Splashy in the house, and I think it went in there. But I don't know, because I've never seen one before. But there was definite splashage in that house right there.
Alright. Careful, guys. And, Rasham's like, be careful. Magical creatures like this are often hard to hit without magic.
And Azro's 30 feet in the air then?
Yeah.
Okay, so he can see. Does he see invisible creatures?
He's 12 hit dice, so I think he has a good chance, right? Because don't you have to be 10 hit dice? And he's smart too.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so yeah, you see Jezzy right here, like 50 feet in the air. So just 20 feet above. And it looks like she's looking out over the town. And then directly behind the house, you can see this aqueduct. Those rectangles are the pylons on top of which the aqueduct is built, okay? And then that image of the aqueduct is actually 50 feet in the air, because I don't have a foreground map layer yet. They're working on it, okay? So hopefully they'll make it soon.
They mentioned it already?
Are the people flying supposed to be able to see all this right now?
Yes.
Can't. It's all black.
Oh no, I'm sorry. No, you're not gonna be able to see it because the house is in the way. The light walls from the house.
Okay.
So I have to describe it.
Okay.
I have to describe it. But yeah, you can see a 50-foot tall aqueduct. For anyone who doesn't know what an aqueduct looks like, I can post a picture in Discord if you want me to. But other than that, it's an aqueduct.
It's basically a really long stone trough water ran down.
Yeah, and it's supported by arches of stone. So what's Thrasham and Company gonna do?
I was trying to move out the door, but it's for some reason this map's even laggier than Gronar.
This map is bigger than Gronar. So.
Yeah.
Are you unable to select your tokens or what?
Well, it's just everything is super delayed. Like anytime I zoom in or out, it takes like seconds to do so.
Okay. Any movement? I would do one token at a time. Well,
I'm
two
trying.
tokens if you have mules.
I click on
Thanks,
Thrashim and it
Xanathar.
takes like several seconds for it to even pick up.
Okay. What's Varen gonna do?
Can I do a movement now?
Say again?
Yeah, well,
Can I barely step through?
well, yeah, his water elemental is killing people. Varen's gonna click his heels and start flying.
Yeah, you can go ahead and move your characters, Saria.
Okay. Starry's gonna. Stepping through into the water, she's gonna kind of spray a little bit. Tell Gomeljack to go get, go check the stuff in the rooms to make sure that stuff isn't gonna float away.
Yeah, it looks like the rooms are being blocked off by water, basically. Like the doors are shut, and there's like a river of water flowing through the hallways.
That's why she's sending Gomeljack, because he's big and heavy.
Yeah. Yeah. You can see the doors are shut from where you're at.
Okay.
You, as Saria, can see.
Which room was that? Okay. Whoa! Oh my God! The lag is insane.
Yeah. Saw that water.
And the huge map. By the way, a really
Okay.
nice touch.
Yeah, you're having a lot of trouble getting down the hall because of the water flowing in from the back door. You can see the back door has been blasted off of its hinges, and there is a river of water poking, coming through. From here on, it's actually going to take a strength check to get through it, which I'm sure Gomeljack will pass.
About how deep is it?
It's roughly 4 or 5 feet deep at where the door is, and it steeply descends to like, I'd say about 4 feet. And right where you're standing is where the pressure really starts, like it's 4 feet right where you're standing.
Okay.
And then Varen, what's Varen doing?
All this water elemental is causing trouble and killing people. Varen's gonna start flying towards it.
Towards the water?
Towards the water elemental.
Oh, it has disappeared out of view. It looks like it's gone into the building next to the aqueduct.
I keep pointing at it. There! Right there! I saw it going there!
Are you gonna fly up there, or what's Varen gonna do? Varen?
Oh, this is gonna be tricky, but yeah, I'm going to fly to the building.
Okay. Do you want to just fly a straight line over the house?
Yeah, whichever one gets me there the quickest.
Okay, so I'll move your token for you. So you're able to get enough altitude to get up and over the house. The house is only about 15 feet tall, so from this distance you can gain enough altitude. So right about... Right about 100 and... You fly 100 feet, and you get to the other side. Can you see that?
Yep, I can see my token here.
All right, so you're on the other side of the building now, and you've only flown 100 feet, and your altitude's probably about 20. So I'm just gonna put a 2 on your wing here. You can have more altitude than that if you want. You could have up to 100 feet from right here, or at this.
I'm gonna go for 60.
60? Okay, so I'll give you a 6. So you're up above the aqueduct, and you can see down into it about 10 feet below you. But you know, like what, 30 or 40 feet away, there's a waterfall coming out of this aqueduct, and some of the water's coming out, but some of the water is still flowing into the building. Okay, and for some reason, all over the city there are spouts of water shooting up into the air, which became really intense when the water elemental disappeared into the building. And then you still have some movement left. Whatever your movement is, minus 100 feet. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
For now, I don't actually know where it is.
So some things that you see through the aqueduct, you can see a door to the building right here. You can see it through the holes in the aqueduct, because the aqueduct is just a bunch of arches holding up a man-made river, essentially. And you can see the front door of this building right there. See my arrow?
I see it.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
before I flew up
door.
here, Thrasha mentioned that elementals oftentimes can only be hurt by magical weapons. The thing is how, well, in retrospect, I have no way of actually hurting it. So I have to keep an eye out for more people who get tossed up in the air. Don't try and catch them.
Okay. It looks like there are so many people that are suffering. It would be like worthless.
Well, each individual life is precious, so I will do my best, even if I can't save all of them.
Roll an intelligence check for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Super pass.
Yeah, you realize that the root of the problem is actually in this building. You would save more people by attacking the root of the problem rather than the effect of the problem.
Problem is I can't hurt it. I'll have my turn for now.
Yeah.
You think about this.
Okay, Calamar.
Callum was like, I don't think I can help at all. I'm coming. So he's going to follow Anatar, where Anatar went. So he'll go up here.
I think Calamar has magic arrows.
How many of those were there, magic arrows?
Did you not document it?
Yeah, like +4 arrows.
There were +4 arrows, but I didn't know how many there were. That's the problem.
5.
Did you not document it?
Well,
There
you
were
said
5.
there were +4 arrows, but you didn't say how many there were.
It's on the handout.
In the
Five.
Stewards treasure list, there's 5.
Anytime you add anything to
I'll
your
go right behind Anatar and
your
stop.
character sheet, be sure to
I'll go double check that.
annotate how many. Okay, so yeah, you're right behind Anatar, and you can see
Okay,
this
we'll
big.
stop behind.
You can see this big, series of arches which make up essentially a man-made river. It's an aqueduct, and there's water spilling out of it. Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Alfarius and company. Seems like everybody
Oh,
is
boy.
kind of disappearing.
Like going outside.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thrashim,
boy.
are you there?
It won't load. It won't do shit. It just keeps being a black screen or being super laggy. So
I'm gonna go check the back door.
That's because you reloaded the page, right?
Well, I've done that, and then I've not done that, but it's just continuously laggy. Like
Yeah,
either my
same
internet
here.
Well, it's
crap
supposed to be.
today, or this map is just too big for one area.
I'm having a lot of lag too, man.
Okay. So as you move around the corner, Alfarius, the water gets deeper and stronger.
Oh.
So from this point, it's
Oh.
actually going to take strength checks to move forward.
Yeah, never mind. If I see that it's getting a lot worse, I'm not
Yeah.
even gonna bother.
Yeah, it looks a lot easier out the front door where everyone's going.
Yeah. Once I just simply look down the corridor and see. Yeah, no. I'm gonna go the other way then. It's like I'm not checking.
Okay, anything else?
No. Harold starts drinking some water, whatever. Donkeys.
Alright, so it's 6:59 in the morning, and Jezzy's turn.
Sheesh.
Okay, so
Long day
I
for
can't
7
tell because of the light. What did anybody fly anyway?
Say again?
Did somebody fly?
Anatar, or sorry, Anatar. Varen
Hazard?
flew this way. and you can see him about 70 feet in the air, I think.
And he's headed towards
60
the
or 70
building
feet.
that he says
Yeah,
he's coming from?
you see the arrow?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he's flying towards the building.
Okay, I'm gonna go that way.
Okay.
But it's hard to do the black.
Okay, I'll just move you to the other side of the house. And you have 120 feet of movement, right?
12, so it's a bit 4 squares.
Yeah, that's 120 feet. Okay, so you get to the other side of the house at 110 feet of movement. You still have 10 feet. And you can increase your altitude by up to 120.
Find myself.
Fortunately, I am not a monster.
Yeah, I can't move.
Okay, I'll just shift ping you so you can see your token.
Oh my god.
Okay, can you see yourself now?
Yeah.
Alright.
Woo!
Okay, you still have 10 feet of movement, and you can change your altitude
And we're
up to 120.
going. So. Oh, I'm at 50 feet.
Yeah.
And he's how high?
He's 10 feet above you.
Okay, so I'm gonna call out what's going on. Where?
It seems to be that the water elemental is inside of the aqueduct. The problem here is that, I don't think I can actually hurt it. Sasha mentioned magical weapons were needed to breach its defenses. Gonna have to wait for the others to come here.
Do you want me to sneak in, invisible, and see if I can?
You can if you want to, but be careful. This isn't worth dying over.
Okay, I'll just wait here then.
And Saria and company.
Okay. Since the water's getting super deep and tough to walk through, and mostly just rushing down the hallway, Goldenjack is gonna back out. Outside. Track my movement, it would be nice. Trying to go around the corner to see where to go around the back. Look at it from there. Let me move.
Yeah, it's kind of being annoying right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I blame the water.
Does the water have some sort of animation on it?
No, it's
No.
not the water. It's because of the size of the map.
It's the size of the map. Yeah.
I
and
still
how many entities, how many different graphics are on the map, just tracking the position and the stuff of everything.
Probably should have split it into 4 maps for like each quarter or something like that.
It's not rectangles, so. But yeah, you can see an alleyway between Thrasham's house and a warehouse next door, and directly ahead of Gomoljak, you can see the where the aqueduct goes into a building, and there's a waterfall coming out of the top of the aqueduct, about 50 feet up from the ground. And that's what's causing this big lake in the middle of the town. And you can see people being shot up into the air and stuff like that, objects and things. So it's essentially a water siege of the city.
Right. Okay.
Did the plumbing give up and decide to start rebelling or something?
Find out online.
Something like that. Okay, I do my movement.
Okay. And Thrasham and Company.
Okay, so I can barely move. Like, it takes forever for it to move 1 square. This is not playable to me. I mean, it's not fun at all. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least you're not playing an FPS, right?
Yeah. Are you gonna go towards the building or what?
Yeah, my party was trying to move towards the building.
Okay. Scare it too, right?
Yeah, and Will-O-Wisp over there.
Okay. There we go. And I think Scarret's the slowest of all of them.
Scarret, it's in the house. Right there. In Goblish.
So,
it's right there.
Yeah, you get about there, actually. And, yeah, you can definitely see there's water coming out of the aqueduct, and it's making a mess of your house, essentially. Anything else from Thrasham and Company?
No, although I'll be glad that I have a stone house and I don't have to worry about water damage as much.
Yeah.
I don't know, water does erode foundations.
Yeah.
But at least I don't have to worry about wood rot and stuff. I'll look up at the aqueduct, like how far away is it from where I am and where the part where it's leaking all over the place?
You as Thrasham?
Yeah.
The opening is about, I'd say about 35 feet across, and the closest side of it to you is 80 feet away.
Okay. Because, my plan is to close it up.
Nice.
Let's see. I'm gonna try, his
Ground? What?
one of his powers is once per day he can cast Wall of Stone.
Yep.
Since it's a granted power, would I have to not move to use that, or?
Right, yeah. So that's an innate spell-like ability, which you can, like, you have to stop to cast it, and but it doesn't have components.
Okay.
So
he'll do that next round then.
Okay.
If he can.
Yeah. And I'm actually going to give you a 500-point bonus for that.
Nice.
Sealing, did he just seal off the...
Well, he's going to try.
Yeah, hopefully. You can make it any size you want, pretty much.
Varen and Company. Varen, are you there?
Yep, still here.
Okay. What are you doing?
Oh,
Is
continuing.
Anatar on the turn tracker?
Say again?
Is Anatar on the turn tracker?
Oh, you know what? I think...
Yeah, I think I forgot to roll a...
I don't think he's been on
this
turn order
map
tracker.
No, he's
So he
moved
was-
because he's right in front of me, but I just
No,
don't see him on
that
the
was the
tracker.
turn he got to this
Let's
map.
do
though.
Anatar's turn before we do Varen's turn, because I don't remember the last time Anatar had a turn. And I'm not hearing Chris.
I hear him.
So
Says
I
he's
am
waiting.
going to duplicate. There we go.
Bye.
Okay, can you guys hear me? Alright, Chris, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, alright. I hear you now. Sorry about that. I must have forgotten to add you back to the turn order tracker.
Yeah, I rerolled an initiative, but it's okay. I just wait for the rest since I believe that I see Azure is preparing himself to do something.
It's actually Thrasham is doing that.
Thrasham is, yeah.
Thrasham? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
okay.
like he's starting to cast a spell, sort of.
Okay.
Or he's stopping to concentrate.
I'm just moving just a bit to the north, so to have a better point of view.
Okay. on like the north side of the...
No, I mean I moved. It was just 3 squares.
Okay. And then Varen. You can see Anatar came around the corner.
Alright, good. And so the water elemental is down there. Varen kind of points. And we need, well, according to fashion, we need magic weapons to, well, kill it. I'll try and help you as best I can in that endeavor. Actually, can I see the eyes of the water elemental?
The water elemental has disappeared out of view. It has gone into the building.
Alright, and where's the door?
You can see the door through the holes of the aqueduct is right here.
So can I just like get over there and land?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, get over there and land and wait for Anatar.
Okay. It's just a regular old wooden door. It's got a doorknob on it and pretty like common looking lock. And I don't know, like iron hinges, and it's about 5 feet wide and 10 feet tall, something like that. Anything else? You said wait?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for Anatar and possibly the rest of the group if possible.
Okay. Yeah. Calamar.
Alright, Calamar is going to cast a spell. He's going to cast Jump. And
Okay.
Olivia will wait with him while he does that.
Okay. Go ahead and cast it, so I can add it to the turn order tracker.
So it's 2 rounds plus my level, which is 6, so 8 rounds.
It's D3 plus your level.
Yeah. And it says roll 2,
Yep.
right?
So that's weird.
No, it's in red, which means I rolled a 1, which would be 7.
Oh, you didn't enter your
Cool.
level in, so re-roll it and actually physically type in your
Type
wizard
my
level. Yeah.
Okay,
You need your level. You need to type that in.
I'm a hot mess. So 6. There we go. Same thing.
So
Same
it
result.
is 8 rounds. Nope, 8 rounds, and then you have, yeah, that's a completely different result.
Oh, because that's right. I rolled a 1 last time. And this time I rolled a 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
so
Olivia's gonna wait with Calamar, and we'll just wait for everybody else to catch up. And
Calamar's jump.
then... No, Olivia will go up right behind Anatar and hold right there,
One.
just so we can see.
Come on. Okay, enter. And I'll put an 8 on there. Oh wow, it didn't add. There we go. And then part of the cool thing about jump is it's a movement spell.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be on your movement. It doesn't take like any actions or whatever.
Yeah.
So okay. Alfarius and company.
Well, I guess everyone's leaving now, and I don't really feel like the answer. I'm gonna go out and see what all the commotion is. Oh my god, as soon as I step outside, it even lags even worse. Okay. I'm gonna go over to here and run outside of the water. It's so difficult to do this. Oh my.
I think it's internet speed.
Oh, not over the. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just gonna run out here. Harold's just gonna stay in the house.
Okay. Yeah, you can see this ever-expanding pond in front of you, or behind you, I guess, where you're at.
I'm gonna look back. I'm just trying to turn my token.
Okay, so you look back and you see the Enervia City Aqueduct has been vandalized, and there's a big hole in the side next to like the building where the aqueduct dumps into. I forget the name of it. The waterworks or whatever. And yeah, it looks like Varen is nowhere to be seen. Neither is Jezzy, but you do see Azuro on the right side of the house, hovering 30 feet in the air, I think, is the altitude, and he's right there. So I think you have direct line of sight with
the house. The house is pretty small. It's only like one story, right?
Yeah, it's about 15 feet tall.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd be able to see him.
Yeah.
And then what are the horses? Are these horses like going crazy? Or are
they are tied to
like
a log outside, and yeah, they look a little agitated. I mean, it's just water, so they're not going crazy, but they're kind of like somewhat like stammering
nervous
a little bit. Yeah, or not that's
fidgeting.
Fidgeting. Yeah, stammering is stuttering.
Yeah,
right?
they're talking apparently. Yeah, either. Okay.
Fidgeting. They're fidgeting back and forth. They are definitely tied to that trough, though.
That's unfortunate for them.
Anything else?
Nope, that's my whole turn.
Okay.
Can't really do much, even if I did.
All right, it's 7 in the morning, and it's Jezzy's turn.
Okay, so I can't see what's behind. I don't know any spelling spells, so I'm gonna fly towards the building.
Okay, you can see Varen right on the other side has landed in front of a door to the building. Right there.
Right here, put my butt down. Goes from here. I'm gonna stay at my altitude. Stay right here.
Okay.
Cause I don't know what's going on.
Saria and company.
Just moving up towards the last direction you saw Varen flying up. Okay.
Saria?
Yeah, I'm trying to move my token.
Okay.
Now, where the water is coming out of the aqueduct,
Yeah.
can we flip like behind it, or do we have to like try to fight your way?
Yeah,
through
it looks like there is no water right here. If you were to, let's see.
If I go up to just to the side of where the water is
looks
coming
like,
down, and then like move
yeah,
sideways
it looks like
behind
there's looks like there's a space.
Okay.
As far as I can tell. It's kind of like walking behind a waterfall, essentially.
Right. Okay, so
Okay, and then Crash him and company.
Gommeljack is up by the doors there. I'm gonna check the door, see if he can open it. That's the door, right?
Okay. Yeah, it
Door
looks
there?
like. Yep.
Okay, can you open it?
Let's see here. Are you just trying to beat it down?
She's testing the door to see if he can
It's
open
locked. It's locked. Yep, it's locked.
Okay.
I can open it when I get there.
He's just gonna try to kick it in.
You can't open it anymore.
To be fair, I don't think we have 10 rounds for you to try.
No, I have knock.
Oh.
Ah. Well, I think that John Jack just knocked it off its hinges.
Yeah, he's pretty
Yeah,
big.
Gomeljack is gonna try to kick the door in.
He failed.
Jack has knock too.
Yeah, he failed.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else from Sorry and Company?
Sorry, County and Sculp. We're just gonna jog to catch up with Gomeljack.
Okay. Thrasham and Company.
So,
you hear this
Thrasham
like
cast-
loud, this loud commotion, like a big boom, come from the building behind your house, essentially. And you cast.
The one we're all
Wallstone.
like heading towards, right?
Yeah. You cast Wallstone.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and cast it, and we'll see what the range is. I don't know what the range
Well, I already
is.
clicked it once, but I'll do it again so I can get Thrasham. So I tested it out a little bit earlier.
Good.
I can't scroll to Thrasham.
Oh,
Well,
I'll cast it for you, I guess.
Yeah, it's on this token thing.
Yeah, it's on all the tokens.
No, I mean, I already have it on his macro thing.
Yeah, all the spells are on everyone's token.
Nice.
Just so you know. So that's what wizard? What level?
Wizard 5.
Wizard 5.
Yep.
Wallstone.
I thought it was
Priest
4th level.
13. Okay, so the range is 195 feet. Definitely, you're able to reach the area of effect. The wall of stone is 3.25 feet thick and up to 260 square feet. So yeah, you are you just intending to fix the hole, or are you
Yeah, patch
blocking
the
up?
whole like
Okay.
side. Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to completely patch up the hole 100%.
Nice.
And that's a granted power, so it's not. It's
Yeah,
not
it
worth
doesn't have a
XP.
chance of failure or anything either.
And it's not worth XP either. So, but the water is still there. Let's see. I just gotta take off the waterfall thing. So the waterfall is gone.
And the water's not growing as much anymore, right?
It just kind of stops. Stops growing. Okay, and then anything else from Thrasham and Company? Yeah, I
move
already
up.
gave you your 500 for that.
Yeah, that's a
Move
good
up.
idea.
Full move towards the door or no?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'll just move you, I guess.
Yeah.
Put you up
Well,
there.
hopefully the water will start dying down.
So Scarret moves 90 feet and around. Okay. So you get to right about 99. You get to right about there. And I think Azuro is behind everything.
Wow.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm good. Although Thrasham will say, be careful. If you guys could get him out of the house, it'd be easier.
Okay, Anatar. Chris, are you there?
He's
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna duplicate my. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Sorry about that, Chris.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I hear it. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm moving towards the house.
Oh, okay. The waterworks building thing?
Yeah. And this is the locked door?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there a window somewhere?
No, it looks like a big building which is made of stone mason work. So large stones that are attached to each other with like some kind of concrete.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks really sturdy.
And it is attached to the aqueduct?
Yes, the aqueduct literally is attached to the building, so the aqueduct sort of curves down and goes right into the building via like a pipe.
Mm-hmm. I see. Oh well, we have two strong creatures there. They can bring down the door.
Okay, there's room for you to squeeze in there too, if you want to. Break it down.
I'll try to help them.
It looks like there's actually two doors.
I suspect here?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So yeah, it's just your standard wooden door with a doorknob. And hey, why don't we take a break real quick before we do this part?
Okay.
Great.
5-minute break.
Okay. Thanks.
Be right back.
That doesn't sound very good. That sounds like it's
Not all of
combat.
this at all.
No, we're just taking a little 5-minute break.
Yeah. Oh my god, this map is so bad right now for me.
Yeah, unfortunately, Roll20 and big maps, they don't work. Yeah, they don't like each other.
That's why I prefer map tool, because you can pretty much make any size map you want perfectly fine.
And it's not the streaming of the data, because once you stream it, they are cast on your PC, but it seems that the engine that draws the map on the browser isn't the most effective one.
Yeah.
It's not just the size of the map, it's how many different graphical
Items,
entities
yeah.
are on the map. That's part of why, for my campaign, I actually create the map, like the whole map, especially when I do larger ones, in a separate graphics editor, and then take that, export it, and load it as a single image.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I tried that once, but the problem was that when I stretched it out, it looked really strange. It went in line with the grid right.
Huh.
Well, you can always make an image smaller, but when you make it bigger, it usually loses a lot of quality.
Fidelity.
Yeah, like pixels.
Yeah, I personally go with the I personally just make, if I have like a city and it has certain elements, I just make them all their own tiles in a graphics program. Then I piece them together like a nice little puzzle. It stops. Yeah, like it stops the snapping the grid problems, and it looks less grainy that way.
Well, the other funny thing is, like, this thing is laggier than, like, more hardcore games, Like, I can play DC Universe Online with less lag than this, and it's just a static image. It's weird. I mean, there's like a million objects, but still.
Probably because the net code probably isn't nearly as good.
Plus, it just seems like it's always bad on Saturdays, and we play on Saturdays, so...
Yeah, of course it's bad. Everybody plays on Saturdays. Although I believe for you right now it's around 12 o'clock.
Yeah, it's like 1:10 or so.
It's midday.
Yeah.
3 o'clock.
It's 3? Okay.
It's
I'm in
1 to
Louisiana.
3, depending where you live. In
It's
Washington.
It's 4 for me.
Alright.
What's the XP for casting spells? Is it 50 per level?
Yeah.
Yeah, 50 per spell level, yeah.
That's what I thought.
And
For
does
wizards.
your prime requisite also... Do you also get bonuses from having a high prime requisite of the 10%? Sweet.
Yeah, those bonus XPs go for everything. It's calculated on any kind of XP that you get.
Infinite. Congratulations, you've hit level 20 after the first session.
I have a plus 10 for my requisite attribute, but I also get minus 20 for being a drow, so
Yeah.
it ends up being minus 10.
Yeah, they're just a little bit slow.
Well,
Yeah, like,
at
yeah,
least you're not playing something that requires double the experience or something.
Yeah,
Like the dragon.
like Jazzy is.
Yeah, I think Pixies and one of the giants is the worst.
Yes, the one that starts with an F. That's what I was actually thinking about
Furball,
playing.
yeah.
If my, yeah, I was actually thinking about playing that guy if my character.
I think
It
they're all
sounded
like that.
kind of cool.
And I'm multi-class too, so I have to share the
Yeah.
board.
Okay. Alfarius, can you hear me?
Yes.
Anatar, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Calamar, can you hear me?
Oh, yo.
And Jazzy is returning right now. Saria, can you hear me?
Yep.
Thrasham, can you hear me?
Yep.
And then Baron, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, so Anatar was just about to bust down the door.
With the help of Varon and Gommeljack.
Gommeljack failed, so
Oh, Golden Jack tried.
busting down doors adds up the chance. So, what is Anatar's chance to open locked doors, and what is Varen's chance?
Give me a sec.
I open
Open door for me. It's you mean
Locked. The one on the
magical
right.
or locked?
Yeah,
it's
the one on the
10.
right. 10,
I
and
got
then
9 for me.
okay.
Weekly.
I'm just gonna double check because that doesn't sound correct. Let's see. Yours is 0, Baron.
Oh, okay.
You have to
good.
have like at least an 18 and something strength to have a chance.
Alright.
I have a 1% chance of opening.
It's not a percent. It's a roll on a d20.
So that's a 5% chance.
Oh, you needed 20 to be able to do it?
Nope,
You
it's
need-
a check. So you have to roll the number or lower.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So you got about a snowball's chance in hell. The door will fall over
Yeah.
before you open it.
Alright, so
Yes.
Anatar has like
happen.
basically a 50% chance of succeeding.
I'm looking at the strength of the it says open doors and I have a 9 on it.
That's regular, like stuck
Yeah,
doors, but
that's
not
the
locked
wrong
doors.
kind.
Okay.
Okay, Anatar kicks the
number
door
in
in.
parentheses is for locked doors.
Alright.
Yay!
Hurrah!
So you completely destroy the door. And it disappears.
Okay,
Oh my.
I'll
Right.
add another door to my paycheck when I have to pay for all those doors.
Yeah.
Maybe you learn the men's spell.
So as soon as you kick the door in, you hear this enormous splash from inside of the building. Okay? And I'm just going to describe what Varen sees right now. So Varen, since you're standing directly in front of the door, you can see that inside this building, it's actually a pit going down into the earth. Okay? and there is a walkway around the outside, and from around the corner to the right, there is a walkway going from the ring walkway towards the center, where there's a big pipe. Okay, and this pipe has another pipe attached to it, and you can hear like a splash from far down below, about I think 30 feet below. Okay. Actually 15 feet below, and a little bit of water actually comes up from below, like basically right about here. Can you see that ping?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, some water sort of splashes up from down below. And that will be the end of Anatar's turn and the beginning of Varen's turn. So what do you do?
So there's a splash in that area? In that little,
15 feet below this ping is where you hear the splash from.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick up a rock and throw it at the splash.
There are no rocks around. It's basically it's a street, like cobblestone street. You could possibly pull one of the cobblestones out with a strength check.
Grab a chunk of the broken door.
Yeah, you could check the broken door.
What about all the broken toilets laying around?
That's
That'll
several
work.
hundred feet away.
Eh,
Did
sure,
you
why
want to throw
not?
the door?
Let's see if I can pick out a stone.
Okay.
Indeed, I
yeah.
can.
You like reach down towards the ground, right? And you sort of like punch through one of the stones with your hand, and then you stick your stony white fingers into the ground and pull out one of the cobblestones. And you're just like, "Rah!" It's pretty impressive, anyone who beholds it. And you wanted to throw it. So the range on a stone, I believe, is 246. So you can throw it up to about... Didn't somebody try to throw a stone once? Wasn't it 246?
Yeah, I did.
So about 30 feet. And that makes it. Okay, so you toss it down, and you hear another sploosh from down below, and some water, a splash pops up from about 15 feet below.
And you killed the water elemental.
And then you still have movement. You still have movement if you want.
Otherwise, nothing else comes out.
Okay.
Alright then.
Anything?
I'll look at Antar and Goldjack and tell them, be ready. And he's going to take a look inside. I think I found it.
Is it like right in front of your...
Oh no, it's down below. Just disregard that.
Yep, moving, taking advantage of that movement. Actually, how high is the building?
How tall is the building itself?
Yeah. I mean,
it's about 15 feet. And you can see in the center there is a deep depression down into the earth. Goes down about 10 feet. And it looks like there's water passing out of this pipe here. And flowing down into the reservoir below, or whatever it is. And you can see like the water down below in this like round looking reservoir.
Alright, but I do know... So, but I did see the water elemental go into this room, right?
No, you heard a splash from down below.
In that case, I'll spend the rest of my movement being very careful. Alright, gonna look over here. Anything come out?
Nope.
Huh.
Yeah, I told you disregard that. disregard that.
I was gonna say, I don't think it's in here actually.
You hear it's growling coming from below.
But I think it's... Oh, it's below.
Also roll an intelligence check for me.
Be smart.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Water elementals don't growl.
Oh, I failed.
They gurgle.
That's him. I usually do well in stuff like I usually do well in these. Shame.
Yeah. Huh? Random chances.
Yeah.
Pop quiz time.
Yeah.
You fail on your test.
But I thought it was a pop quiz.
Okay.
Surprise twist.
And anything else for Varen? This the pipe that are you just flying? There's a pipe about 5 feet below you, going into the center of the room. So I'm just gonna change your altitude here because you're no longer at that. You're at 1 basically. Okay. Anything else from Varen?
That's all I can manage for now.
Okay. Alright. So, Calamar's... Well, I'm just going to change that back to 8.
Thank you.
And Calamar's jump spell. Or, sorry, Calamar.
Alright, so Olivio's gonna start heading up that way. Up here next to everybody else, trying to see what's going on. Moved 75 feet so far. It's like I'm standing in the middle of an accident. $75, 80, 85, 100, 10, 15. Oh, he's gonna have to. There we go. And he'll stop right there. Calamar is going to start heading up that way too. And he can jump when he wants to. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
So he's moved 70 feet so far.
Have I seen anyone else? No.
Are you going to use a jump or no?
At the end.
Okay.
He'll stop 1 move short of his maximum movement, and then he's going to jump over behind Kiona and try to hide behind.
Okay, I guess that'll take his action since you used your movement. That's fine. And then anything else from Calamar and Company? Shannon, are you there?